in. That's right. What's up, Dovey? What's up, Mark? What's up, J Rambles? What's going on? I wasn't sure I was gonna do this even, but I was just sort of sitting here stewing after making my video, and I was like, you know what is happening? Like, I mean, there's so much to talk about. Like, I mean, the level of stuff to talk about is through the roof. So I figured, you know what? Why not see if anybody's around, any members around want to jump in and talk about some of this madness that is this season of television. I don't know that I've done one of these solo before, so hey, it's a new experience for everybody. Robert Moore, what's up? Staple Bow, what's up? How you guys doing, man? I do like what like I figured at least my live stream seemed to get some viewers. Like my videos, I don't know what is up, but no, I guess my video quality has just gone to the toilet. What do you guys think? Like nobody watches my videos anymore. What happened? Like what is happening? Nobody watches my videos anymore. What is happening? I saw a comment on your last video. Oh gosh, I saw a comment in your last videos that you were complaining about the award-winning costumes. That shit won an award, not the standards or something to call home about. Uh, whatever costume award. Like the costuming is ridiculous. I don't. I look. I don't want to. I like. Look. So I've read. You guys know I've read this series a bunch of times, right? Most of you all have. Things my memory isn't the greatest, right? So I like to stay away from stuff that like I can't like 100% say for sure that I'm certain on, right? Which as you should, right? So some of the I'm not talking about some of the costuming matching exactly what it looks like in the books, but like I'm sorry, I can't take that woman, the voice of the frickin' of Suroth seriously with that weird frickin' cage on her face. Like, how are you supposed to take that seriously? And the bug helmets don't look like bug helmets. They look ridiculous. It's just like I don't know. And you know, we all have different pictures of how things are supposed to look at how things look in our head, right? We never really got, you know, we got to have some definitive like some artists renditions of how they pictured it, but you know, we don't have like a one-to-one like here, right? Hopefully, maybe with some of these comics that come out, we get something that actually looks like what we think some things should look like. But look, it looks goofy. I mean, all you got to do is like look, and I'll make this comparison all day long. Just go look at Game of Thrones, go look at House of the Dragon. Whether you like the show or not, they're well produced, they're well costumed, and that's it. Like anybody that can look at both of those and say uh, that Wheel of Time or anything on Amazon compares to any of that stuff, you're just fooling yourself. It doesn't look anything like it. Like not even close. The standards are like in the weapons and like, dude, they're walking around with Louisville Sluggers, right? I mean, they're walking around with baseball bats. Like if you said, "Hey, those are supposed to look like bugs," when you look at the Seanchan, do you get bugs from those helmets? I don't get bugs from those helmets. Insectoid shapes. Have we seen Oh no, we're not going to see a Racken. We can't do that, right? We're too busy taking our vacations in Morocco to CGI a Racken or anything a Grom or anything like that, right? So if you're gonna complain about me complaining about the freaking outfits, even though the outfits clearly look goofy for fantasy setting, then oh well, good for you. I don't care. It's like if you like the costumes, great, good on you. I think the costumes look ridiculous. Sorry, not sorry. The nail swoosh is ridiculous. It is. It is one of the single so it is one of the very few times that my son watching next to me lost his mind laughing because she goes whoosh 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 whoosh. It's like what the fuck? Oh, is this? Oh my God, I'm gonna mess this up. Sinowickle 3. Book Uno was smart enough to just swear their stupid oath and go on his way. I just, part of the problem is they've boxed them into a corner. You know, all of the Shinarans are now, under Seanchan oaths, including Perrin. I don't understand why we're supposed to all of a sudden think Perrin found his freaking balls after they killed Uno. It's like, well, that's your fault too, a little bit. Like if you you got dragged out in the middle of nowhere, and then you guys watched some female channelers do an interpretive dance without throwing knives or shooting arrows at them or anything like that. You just let them do their interpretive dance thing, their dance move, and then they killed you all because they shot you like 50 feet. But since getting stabbed and flying into buildings and stuff like that doesn't matter, uh, I guess we're okay, right? I guess we're okay, right? I'm just going to complain about you because I want to complain about you. What did I do, Trip? I didn't do anything to you. Come on, Foos. Come on, Foos. Dude, the Seanchan invented baseball? That's the best. I like that. I like that theory. I like that theory a lot. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the community tab here. I forgot to do it here. I figured I'd get started though. 23 of you legends in the chat. Look at that. We got a lot to talk about, don't we? Still doing the unhype tomorrow, so that's gonna be nuts. That's gonna be a nuts one. No, no, no. I can't navigate anything on my freaking page here. Community tab. All right. No, not public. We're gonna go all channel members. Boom. All right. If anybody wants to hop in and talk about some of this nonsense, hop on in. I have seen the Nick 2251. They look like ICP. Like, it looks terrible. Like, it just smile a while for me. How are you, Lucy Zixper? How are you? Is this Shukaron? Hi, how are you? Man, what's up, Nerporio? Go check out Nerporio's first part of his Eye of the World review. The young lad is becoming a Wheel of Time channel. Pips was right, dude. Pips was right. You're becoming a Wheel of Time channel. You want to run into somebody in real life wearing a TLM merch? I gotta actually get. I tried. I went to go. I need to get a sample sent to me so I can wear it with pride because you got to remember. Trollocs have people inside of them too, right? Don't forget. Okay, don't ever forget. There's a Trolloc inside every. I'm sorry. There's a human inside of every Trolloc. Don't forget. Don't forget. Good evening from Serbia. Ready for night? I wasn't ready for the others, but I guess I'm as ready as we'll ever be. We're gonna be doing the unhype tomorrow, to get even more prepared. I was just figured that it's been a while since we. I don't know that we've talked since D-Day really. I mean, we've been putting out our reviews, right? Which don't seem to getting any traction at all. Like I know my reviews aren't getting any traction at all. So the White Cloaks one was doing great, and then they attacked. They struck them down. My man, Aldan in the house. What up, bro?
What's going on?
Caught you first thing in the morning. Be amazing. That I love that cup, bro. I love it. How you doing, dude?
Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, doing good.
Dude,
Just,
I can't believe freaking these strikes. White Cloaks has a strike right now.
For which video?
The first one.
The first
The
one.
first review. Yeah, they took it down and struck them. What's up, Marcus?
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
What?
Good.
I'm just trying to think back to that You alright?
I'm trying to show him something without like making it look like I'm a perv.
Dude, I love it. Hold on. Dude, you're a legend, man. Thank you so much for. Is the shirt? Is it okay? Is it sort of good quality?
It seems like it. I've only had it about half an hour.
Oh my god, I love
Nice.
it. TLM sweater, I love it. Shatter Haran, the real shit. I hate this show. I hate that this show isn't good, just plain bad and not entertaining. That's the thing too, right? Is I hate that it's bad. I wish it was good. I would really love to just be a channel shilling for it and saying, hey, it's great because it's great, right? But it's one of those things. Everybody, we get this there's this misconception that we just wanted to hate it, right? And it's just like, no, it's actually the opposite is very true. I wanted to love it. That's we all wanted to love it. Chris, what's up?
Yep. Not much. Just enjoying the day.
Dude, legend TLM sweater. I love it. I love it, dude. I love it. Let's see if I missed any comments here. Luther, how are you? Good to see you. There you go, Dovey. Mark has made your dream come true. Marcus has a TLM sweater on, rocking it.
Do you think the White Cloaks channel got struck because of the anti-Semitic comment?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know if it was content. I like because there's some longer, but it's just maybe it has to be something like that because, and I don't like too much without one of them here. It just blows my mind. But
yeah,
it has to be because if it was just like reuse content or something like that, I don't think they would have. Like they may have taken down the video, but I mean the game was apparently they have a fucking strike, which is just crazy to me.
I'm trying to remember back to that.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember back to that video. I can't think of any reason, to be honest, off the top of my head.
It was probably the anti-Semitic joke.
What was the anti-Semitic joke? I don't remember that. Well, don't say it, but
please don't say it.
Yeah, it creates a certain group of people to the Dark Friends because they're in a six-pointed star building.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's one of those things. It's just like, but like, usually they'd say, "Hey,
cut that,
clip that out."
Yeah, cut that out.
They'd probably take it down. Say, if you want to get this back up, you need to clip this section. I mean, I've had that happen to my videos before. They've said, you played too much here, or something's been said there. You need to clip this section out, and it's just like. It baffled me, especially because the video was doing really well and I was like happy for them. And then they freaking took it down. So go support the White Cloaks because, that sucks. So
does that mean they're demonetized again already? Because that would be bad. I was expecting that.
What I was worried about was if it was going to affect them being able to stream. So I hope that's not the case. So.
Yeah,
we'll see, but I think it'll be fine. So, but so I did want to. So this has been floating around. Hold on, and I'm gonna bring it up because I think this is like the most interesting thing ever, and I'll use the White Cloaks YouTube to do it. See if it's gonna come up. There it is. You've seen this.
Is that the Leandrin word count?
This is the word count list.
Oh my god.
She is like by far like it's not even close. Leandrin. Like
I think. Yep.
I can't like look how and Rand is down at 11.
Yeah, Narg posted this the other day on Twitter, which.
Oh yeah, okay. Because but it's just like.
It says it. It does say it all. I mean, we're 3 episodes in, right? So I mean,
I mean, Moraine doesn't say a word in the 3rd episode.
Yeah, that's a fact. Wonder what it was like after the first 2.
I mean, she doesn't Shirion. Look at how much Shirion we got in episode freaking 3.
Aren't they making the little twist a little too plain? Just by focus the Leandrin twist in the show, not in the books.
Well,
My
the
beautiful boy.
Well, we all know why she has a son, right? That's all for her redemption arc, so that he can get her on more seasons of TV. That's what
I don't know
that's
about
what
redemption. They can't do a redemption arc. Oh, that would be a whole nother level of fan fiction to go from from sort of like backstory, like whatever. We're trying to make her a humanizer or whatever, make her an interesting villain. I can understand the thought process behind that, but to then go from that to actual redemption arc later for Leandrin, that would be a whole nother level of fan fiction, man. Would they?
You don't. So why do you think she's got a son? To make us feel bad for her?
I think they're leaning right
humanizer.
into the sympathetic villain, right? Well, they're leaning right into the sympathetic villain.
I think she's gonna have some massive change of heart at the end, and it's gonna be like it's gonna be Uno's redemption arc given to her. And what the hell did you send me, Trip? What is that?
It gets worse when you see Leandrin's reaction, and you realize there's no Aes Sedai calm in the show. So Rand trying to mimic it because he thinks they're strong for having that calm, and it being really toxic and it doing what it does to him. That can't happen in the show now. Well, his character arc is already dead in the water because he's already made the right choice for the right reason. So there's no real reason for him to go through anything the show wants to put him through.
Well, they don't really need Rand to go through anything because he's not going through anything. It's girl.
Well,
girl with a jaw that looks like a man's.
I mean, hold on. Rand has lots of sex, so he's going through it. I mean, why is it every scene with Rand ends with a sex scene? Everything it's just Rand has a problem. Oh, go have sex with Lanfear. Rand's having a tough day. Go have sex with Lanfear. I mean,
that's how we deal with our problems, Steve, isn't it? That's how we all deal with our problems, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess apparently
it's kind of like with Henry Cavill on Witcher, where their big promo for him was, "You get to see him in a hot tub again." All they have is this actor as eye candy, not an actual character.
Well, I feel like Adelaus's whole role in this is to look at Land. That's
her
whole character. Yeah. You're like, ooh, Land's got abs, and ooh, Land's story's getting steamy. It's like, what are we doing? Like, and then it's like, and then just like Land says it basically in that little campfire talk that they have is Aes Sedai are not ageless and beautiful anymore. They are old bitches. That's how they're old women who are looked at as being biatches. That's it. And it's just like, how is that? That's such a weird, like, ageless, beautiful women to old biatches. I don't understand. It's like, why would you even do that?
The ageless thing makes them feel unnatural. It's something that gives credence to people's aversion to them, and that's because of tampering because of certain characters. Because if you actually go through the 3 O's, I said the first and third, even then the third doesn't really make sense because they weren't really going around slaughtering people.
Why not? I wish they would.
Or even before Order Horkwing, they weren't going around killing people. They would kidnap someone and force them into thinking the way they would, or force them into being a warder. But outside of that, they won't go around hurting anyone, so there's no point in the 3rd oath. There was no point in the 2nd oath, but there was a good reason for other characters to put 3 oaths on them.
Have they even, like, I guess they sort of said what the 3 oaths were in the first season, didn't they?
I think they butchered them though a little bit. I don't think they said them exactly correct, but they left part of it off.
They can't attack Darkspawn at will. They have to be in danger from Darkspawn to attack them, because they didn't put the clause in except for Dark Friends and Darkspawn. They let it get out.
I don't know. That still doesn't keep Shinarans from throwing daggers and shooting arrows at people doing the Macarena before they channel. I think that like watching that episode back,
Um,
episode 2, the fight, like, because the fight is
like
actually
I didn't.
the fight with the Shinarans and Perrin. It's actually probably one of the best scenes they've ever done
It is the best scene. It is the best scene they've ever done.
until you see Perrin get dragged out of the house and try to
Yeah,
whack things with a wooden stick. You see
Yeah.
Loyal get to throw people around, and then it all stops. I mean, the goofy scene where the two, Ingtar and Uno hit the guys, and they stand there, look at each other, go ooh. It's like,
It wasn't
okay,
the
that
best.
was dumb. And then
Yeah.
it all comes crashing down because you have the two Dame show up with the Sul'dams, and they start going, "Dun, dun, 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 dun," and it's like, if you time this probably took about 10 seconds for them to channel. Shoot them. You have, like, throw your, like, we've seen them throwing weapons that shouldn't be
I know.
thrown. Just throw your sword. Like,
It's
like,
not-
the
I know.
fact that Shrinars don't know how to deal with Aes Sedai combatants.
But
just-
have they seen them? Have they ever seen? Have they seen them before though? But
But it doesn't matter.
What? No, but hang on. But how they can't see the? Like, think about it for a second. They can't see the weaves. You know that. All you can see these girls doing funky shit, and they look weird, and they've never seen anything like that before. I'll give them a pass for that. Not really a pass because it still makes them look stupid. Line up in a line, whatever. Like clearly something bad was about to happen, but
Well, that's why they should be able to recognize when something bad is going to happen, especially since it's
especially with the prowess they just displayed, right?
Well, and it's like, right, and they just murdered like all the soldiers, like they just plowed right through them, and then like, yes, you're right, they can't see the weaves, but in this world, when somebody starts making weird hand gestures, that should register to a soldier. Oh, they're about to go down right here.
Yeah, except for again one more thing. Except that like the only hand movements they would have seen wouldn't have been in a battle context ever, because the Aes Sedai can't do that, right? Although who knows in the show, but
I don't know. It's just.
it was. I know what you mean. It didn't, but for dramatic effect, like that's why they did it, and they did it for people not like us that know the rules and mechanics and that sort of stuff.
Well, and then
which has been interesting.
Moved them 15 miles away into a house. I mean, pretty dead.
They'd all be dead.
They're pretty dead.
They'd all be dead. Oh no.
I mean, everything else, regardless, they're all pretty dead after that blast to the face.
How much you want to bet Uno is reborn? Is one of the warriors that get called by the horn when it's blown at the end of the season?
Gracie, up.
I mean,
I wouldn't hate that because he's a good actor.
That seems to be what Aldan's getting at too. I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I disagree. These are trained soldiers. I think when a trained soldier knows they're under attack, they react and don't just stand there. And,
I agree. He shouldn't have died then. Or the fight shouldn't have gone the way it happened. What I'm saying is the whole reason they killed him is to be able to call the horn and say, "Oh, look, he was a hero of the ages."
Who's this now? Sorry,
Uno. That they call him back, and he's one of the.
Oh my God, you're so right. Uno's gonna show up when if the horn gets blown.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up. Like, I'm sorry, I like Uno, but he's no hero of the horn. Come on. Come on.
What do you mean he's not a hero of the horn? Uno qualifies.
No, he does not.
But it would be pretty dumb to waste that
in his life to be a hero of the horn. He got
Mate, he's got an eye patch and he swears like a sailor. That'll do.
I love how the execution horn was just sitting there on the ground. Like, hey, bring out the execution horn.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
That
looks cool. I like. I'm not that looks cool. But if you think about it from like someone who hasn't read the books and stuff, right? Like you're just watching the TV show. They did it for shock effect and that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's what they did. But it
was pretty cool from that perspective.
I mean, when it comes down to it, you already killed a character that's dead, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like
are you really anticipating a character dying?
Well, I can't wait for them to kill all of them. Like they're gonna. I don't think any of the Shinarans are gonna make it. They got to get rid. Well, One needs to make it, but who knows if they're even gonna do that? Like, Massimo might be too toxic. I don't know.
They should switch the casting for Lan and Massima at this point, to be honest. So because Massima is the best swordsman in the world, just
Hell
quietly.
yeah, dude,
So,
man. Well, dude,
they should switch it.
that guy's on Last Kingdom, and when I saw he was cast, I'm like, oh, he's a quality actor.
I don't even know that. That was such a surprise, man. He was like an absolute weapon in every one of those action scenes.
He was just killing it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was all like that first thing. It was like, damn, that was good, and then Perrin gets dragged out of a house.
Yeah, I know. Although the other thing with I know the parent stuff is annoying. I've been watching all because I watch all the sort of like reviews and stuff for all the other all the non-reader booktubers and that sort of thing. I don't know if you watch those, but it is interesting.
I can't.
Yeah, no, I do because it's interesting to see how they're taking it. To be honest, because that's kind of who they're making it for, more so than us. And there was one yesterday which just really encapsulated why it's so. I have such a problem with it as it stands at the moment. It's just like there was this girl who said, well, they were reviewing episode 3. They were doing a reaction or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets to the part where Matt turns his back on a Gwen. She goes, oh, he's such a loser. And she gets, I know. And she gets to the part where I don't know, parents been dragged or whatever. Oh, he's so weak. And it's just like, that just encapsulates exactly why I have a problem with it. It's not even about the plot changes and that sort of stuff. It really is because of the characterization of the boys, and that they're the exact opposite. And so people that haven't read the books like you and I, that's the impression that they will have at this point in time. And so that just breaks my heart. That broke my heart. And so that's why I watched.
But you're absolutely right. It's like, and that's like the polar opposite. It's like
it's inverted.
Matt, there is no way, and even my brother's as forgiving as you can get. Like he's he agrees that it's the show is crap, but it's like, oh, if and I get what he's saying to a point. It's like if you look at certain things, you can see what they're adapting, and it's just like, yeah, I can see what they're trying to adapt. Freaking. Moraine, with Adelius and Van Dien's village. Okay, fine. I get all that. I see what they're trying, but they're doing it badly. And then
over dramatized.
On top of it, it's like you could just looking at the sheet of what's being said by who. How is it the big three have no lines in a show that should be all them?
I know they've got a lot of work to do. They've got 5 episodes left. So
Rand
it'll be interesting to look at that. It'll be interesting to look at that chart, right, and see whether or not it's sort of
the crazy thing is probably is there one for screen time, because Rand probably has quite a bit of screen time, but again he's saying nothing. Like he's just standing there moping and like being like right, and it's like if you watch the if you watch back the Logain clip, it's all Logain talking, and Rand sitting there just looking all angry, and it's just like God, why? It's so frustrating because, and I don't. Rand killed a dude. That guy is either dead or he's freaking seriously injured for months after what he did to him.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's dead as well. And I'll be back.
I mean, somebody told me that they in episode 3 they say that he's alive and like recovering or something, but he's dead. He punched him with the frickin' I don't know, man. Right? Didn't it look like he just pummeled him with the power? Like I thought that's what they were trying to come with.
He was really injured, and they said he's recovering. They did say that in episode 3, but
and it's like. I don't know how you have that scene and he's just sitting like he killed him.
It's so they can have the Aes Sedai find Rand, so they can have the Swan Sanche Rand scene they showed in the trailers and teasers.
But how are they going to find him? Because a guy got beat up.
Because a guy got beat up and then he got his job.
So Sawan, how's that going to have Sawan find him?
because he was clearly burnt, and they can sense the remains of the power. They can sense when
Oh
someone.
wait, what is Sidene? I forgot. Sorry. There's no such thing as Sidene.
Well, even in the books, men and women can sense. A few men and women can sense the remains of a weave after it's been woven, whether it be Sidene or Sidar.
So is Rand or Alana leading in sex scenes? I actually think it's Rand, which is
I
makes
think it's
me.
Rand too.
Or does Alana's threesome count twice?
I'm just trying to balefire that from my mind.
Maybe it could. I just oh God.
We'll see, Steve. It'll be with that chart. That the word count chart will be interesting to see if there's like if there's any change as it goes on, right? If it's stacked, like if they've stacked. I mean, we all don't think. Obviously, we don't think this, but whether or not they sort of stacked some of the girl stuff, and then they're gonna whether it's gonna top and tail. Whether or not it evens up a bit, but it shouldn't even be even. I think.
Like that comes up. Why is Logain in Carhian? Like it's like we've made it's like we've made up an insane asylum because at least they realize that Rand can't go to the White Tower.
Yeah, true.
At least they realize that. So now they've made up a freaking insane asylum because they want it. Like it all doesn't make any sense to me because the Logain storyline looks to be over, at least right now, because he's like, I can't help you, kid.
He's insane.
And it's like, so why did we do all that? Like,
do you think that
are we going to revisit it? I don't know.
Probably to give Rand a plot the first 3 episodes.
No, I think that there's a clip of like in the future with Moiraine talking to Logain, asking him to help her. So he's gonna be involved somehow, man. And plus they love the actor, so the whole point the whole point of that was to give him more screen time. So they're not going to cut that; they'll continue.
Well, that's the biggest. I think that's one of the biggest problems with the show is they're making scenes for the actors, not the characters.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that in your video, and that's spot on. That's correct.
Yeah, they're writing for the actors and actresses. They're not writing for the characters in their show. So if you're the liked actress, we're actress or actor, we're gonna give you screen time because we're not writing for a story. We're writing for the people we hired, which is completely ass backwards.
Did you notice what was the big kerfuffle when the teasers and trailers were coming out about Rand's sword?
Oh, that they freaking CGI'd the heron onto the
Guess what they forgot in the first episode?
I'm curious. At this point, I don't know if it's going to be a new sword or not. It could be a new sword. Like I really don't know.
It could be the guy's sword instead of Rand's.
I don't even know. But so I went to go back and look to see if they actually put the heron on his
I couldn't say it,
but I didn't. I forgot. I keep forgetting to look. So it's like, hey man, what's up? But yeah, I forgot to look. So it's not there. The heron's not on there.
I didn't see it.
It's not in the one clip where we see a sword in episode 2 where he's having the nightmare because he's killed all of his friends.
Oh, is this where he sneaks? Oh, okay. This isn't where he sneaks the sword into the insane asylum and loses.
I haven't seen that.
They tell us about that.
That hasn't happened yet.
The sword forms from a crazy man in a bedroom, right? So he can then go and kill Turok, the actual Blade Master, right? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Notice how they made fun of the Grape of Land.
I did notice that. Yeah, I did notice that.
The G.
Yeah, but Land's origin story for Land and Moiraine.
Oh yeah.
I did notice that. They just made light of the fact that they. Yeah. Anyway.
That's what they're trying to say, Stanislaus, is they're trying to say that because they're going to, yes, that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, oh, he learned all the sword forms from Errol, so he is now a Blade Master. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
0 sense.
I mean, they could have done they could have actually done some of the things that they wanted to do, right? They could have done the Moiraine Land at the hut. They could have had the fight, the fallout or whatever. They could have split them up, even whatever, and then they could have done this all in the space of one episode. And then Lan, I don't know, they could have like contrived it so that Lan and Rand could spend some time together and train. They could have done all this by now, to be honest. Because all we've done is 3 episodes of like Moray and Lan having this like ridiculous melodramatic fight. They could have used. They could have actually used, because they've got this split between them. So Lan's literally doing nothing. He's literally in the story for no reason right now. So like, they could have just removed him and put him with Rand. So they could have even done something good with what they've set out to do.
Hell, with Matt, they could have.
But they didn't.
Yeah. With Matt, they could have. There was more than enough. 5 months is more than enough time for him to go to the White Tower. Go, oh, the dagger's not here, and then be drawn to wherever it is, and have him meet up with Perrin in episode 1, saying, "I'm following the dagger. I'm sorry."
I still believe this.
I'm so attracted to it.
I still believe this. They could have got Matt back on track so freaking easy. It's ridiculous.
They almost did.
They almost did, and they screwed it.
Yes.
They almost did, and they screwed it because they wanted to turn him into Pat and Fane or whatever the hell they're doing. They wanted to hook up Min and freaking Matt for some reason. All they wanted to do was have him go back and turn himself in and be like, look, I don't think Moraine's healing worked. I think, and then just have his first scene be him strapped down, getting the rest of the darkness sucked from him, and he's back on track immediately.
And best part is you have book 3, Matt. Since you're combining book 2 and 3, give us book 3, Matt, early.
Well, that's what you would do. That's what you would do, and that's what it looked like they were gonna do in a roundabout sort of way, right? That's what it kind of looked like. But then we just had to take all of Matt's agency away by making it a plot to have him, but for Min to play him in as a fool, just so that a girl could lead him out of the fucking tower instead of Matt busting out, being cool and gambling his way out of town. So that's the frustration. That's the frustration. They did set it up. They set up moments. They set up a moment for him to be Matt Cawthon, and then they made him do the opposite, and then took away all his agency for his breakout.
They completely flipped it, and then
so you can't.
And then Min is a super spy for
right?
Leandrin.
That's what I mean. Fuck. Even she was better. Like her playing of the character was better. Was all I didn't hate the interactions between like her and Matt, and that sort of. I know what people do, and I know she looks ridiculous, and her haircut's fucking retarded. But
she's just not Min to me, and it's hard to overcome that. And I'm not saying she's doing a bad job with the material she's given, even Donald Flynn to a point, but it just
he's doing a great job.
It's just that the problem is anytime you sort of see any Matt peek through, they give him some scene where he's crying and being a coward, and then it's like, well, we just lost any progress that was made with any character because you've made him completely contrary to what he is.
Yeah, that's the frustration. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's leaving. He's gone. So definitely no brother scene. One of the most iconic scenes in the whole book series.
Well, they can't. They can't unless they contrive it out in a completely different context outside. But then it's not.
Unless they put it in a different city or different somewhere else, or give it to somebody else. I mean,
I don't want them to do it. Can you imagine how they're going to do that to Matt Cawthon now if they try and do that scene? Based on what we just saw with like one of his coolest moments, like him trying to work out how to get out of the tower after stripping all of that agency away from him. Can you imagine how they would do the quarterstaff scene? I don't want them to do it, mate.
Nynaeve has done more swordplay than Rand.
Yeah, more than everyone.
More axe play.
Everyone.
She's using axe more than Perrin in her little flashback. She's got more training than any of the boys and any sort of it's like who thought putting Nynaeve in the sparring ring with the freaking warders was a good idea? Like who thought it's just like it's those things. It's like who is there anybody like are we even pretending anymore that this has anything to do? Like we're still calling this an adaptation, right?
Because it's not though.
How Daniel Green's review of the first 3 episodes, he says it's good if you don't review it as an adaptation.
And that's bullshit too. It's not good if it's not good. It's not good either way. It's terrible.
The characters are inconsistent. They're resurrecting characters from previous episodes, and there's no through line. Their character motivations are next to no, and we're not getting the beginning of their story arcs. We're getting like a quarter of the way into those story arcs.
It's not. I don't know. The first episode was boring.
Yeah, the first episode was
just boring. And then you have Rambo jump out and kill a Fade. Like, that was the cringiest thing I've ever seen, I think. She just, like, what was that? Can anybody tell me what that thing was that they did a close-up of her doing a circle with her foot in the dirt?
What that was it. No, that was her doing. That was her making a noise to throw off, so that the Fade would like come around the other side to come around behind her. So
that
she
is
like
such
made
bullshit. You know that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why does
Fade totally fall for that, Steve? What are you talking about?
It's an Aes Sedai that can't channel. Like,
I think that her stabbing. Oh no, her stabbing him through the cheek and the Fade dying. I don't.
That too, and I don't even know that
that was the
I don't even know that the flaming sword would have killed the Fade. The Fade would have kept going after that, wouldn't it?
Well,
they stabbed it in the back. I thought the only way to kill the Fade was to chop its head off.
And even then, they still like ride around. Which
well,
I think they tried
to piss me off too. They couldn't put an animatronic freaking motor in there, so it did like a. They couldn't even do that right. Like
I think they made sounds as if it was thrashing around, but you couldn't
didn't show it.
Did they really? It's just laying there. Like,
it sort of made sounds like.
I love how the only Fade Land can kill is the one that doesn't see him coming. It's the only one.
I know that again, correct. See, again, this is like the characterization of the lads. That's part of his characterization, right? Because now that's what we know about Land. Land can only kill Fades if they're not looking at him.
Yep.
Which, I mean, would Land get his ass kicked? Would anyone get their ass kicked in a fight in the dark with 3 Fades?
Yes.
Yes.
100%. They put him in an unwinnable situation.
Wearing armor.
Yeah. So it's not the fact that he lost the fight. It's the way that he lost the fight. Like, he came in, killed one by taking a cheap shot from the side of a rock, doing a flippy kick, and then got his ass handed to him consistently. Yeah. Like, so they could have again. I don't hate the scene. They could have made it okay if Land was just competent just for a little bit, and then takes some wounds or whatever.
His ass kicked. Like he killed someone and just gets his ass kicked. That's it. It's just like at least get a few you're
free there. He could have killed one.
You're on the top of the list, bro, of Blade Masters on the planet.
That's what I mean.
And I'm glad that the Fade didn't he just didn't roll the Fades. It's like fine. I'm glad that the Fades just didn't he didn't just slash through them. You have one Fade and that's it.
Yeah, well, you have 3.
You have Land go toe to toe with them. That's it.
So
make it 3. Well, they do 3 because they hate Drakars and they're not going to use Drakars instead.
They split
That's what the scene should have been. The Drakar should have snuck up on her leaving.
Yeah.
Put her in there and start
to
try and kiss her face off, and Land cuts his head off. Scene done.
Yeah, that's right. But we've got to add the layers of melodrama, right?
No, Moraine has to stab one in the eye.
Yeah, true. There's got to be surplus so Moraine can stab one. No, she didn't get in the eye. She got through the cheek. That killing wound.
That's even worse. She didn't even get his throat. So it's like it died from being stabbed in the cheek. This is a shadow spawn.
I know.
How much better would that ending have been if we kept it all the same as it was, but earlier on in the episode, Land has grabbed.
Yes.
Yeah, what that dude.
Yes. Like, where was she even going? Where is she going?
Wherever she's gone now. So that was that episode 1 or that was the end of episode 1, right?
1. She just packed up and leaves.
Yeah, so we're at the end of episode 3 now, and this is what I'm saying. Like the only thing that's happened is a whole bunch of bullshit between then when she tried to leave, couldn't leave, and then now she has left and threatened to magically grape Land on the way out.
Yeah.
Right. at the end of episode 3. So like that whole period of time, like Lan, we could have had Lan out of there. He could have yeeted out, said, "Screw you, man, you treat me whatever," blah blah
But
blah, and he could have been
he had
training
to,
Rand.
he had to serve food. He's a butler now,
That's
right?
what I mean. That
I mean,
and this is where people go, "Oh, you hate it. It's not. You can't adapt it. How do you think you're gonna crunch down 4 million words into?" It's like
easily.
no,
They haven't said one word from the book yet.
exactly.
What if, like, if we're going to stick with what happened in episode 1, why wouldn't Lan, like, we see how much better would that ending have been if Lan saw Moraine sulking after her bath, picked her ass up, threw her into the fields, and started fighting her to teach her to fight because he knew she wasn't going to stop.
I would have hated that too.
I would have hated that too, but yeah,
I wouldn't want that to happen, but it still would have made that ending better than what we got.
I would have just
think,
lashed.
you know what would have been really good is if the Fade ate all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It was like,
We
yes,
could have got-
Moraine's
we
out of the
could have-
way.
He could have done an instructional video, like an instructional YouTube video, posted on the web, on the Randland web, of like how to make the best cooking pot for his Trollic mates.
Well, I
Could
just
have,
love,
like, made up a stew.
I just love how they sit down to dinner and all of them go, Lan, you're being a bitch.
Oh,
Take the food up to Moraine now, you bitch. You are her butler and her warder. She doesn't need any warder shit now, so rub her feet, take her food to her, and say, yes, ma'am. Okay, go now, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. And you're wrong. You're not listening. You're
Right.
not listening
Yeah.
because she's been so nice to you that you should be listening to her. She's not being like a bitch at all. She doesn't deserve to like have her food thrown in her face at
But
all. Not
guys-
even a little bit.
But guys, he said spray. Bail Domon said spray, so it's okay, right? He
Hey, he
wasn't
was-
on the spray, or and
Right.
we didn't see any water, but he said the spray is a riverboat, right?
And it
So-
doesn't hurt the fact that Matt and Rand stupidly climbed a mountain in the dark,
What's
not
up?
seeing the light from Egwene and Perrin's fire.
The mirroring is like confusing me. Hi everyone. How is it going?
He's good,
Hi,
man. You
man.
sound good. Yeah, the mirroring throws you off a little bit, but yeah,
Does.
man. Thanks for hopping in, bud. Appreciate it.
I'm on my phone as well because only my work computer is in front of me. But I heard you guys talking about Bill Doman. He did say "do be."
He just said it once.
Oh yeah, he
What?
said
At the-
he said
At
spray.
the beginning, and then he reverted to a weird Scottish
Yay!
accent. Yeah.
He said the
I liked his delivery, but his lines.
Oh,
you
I
got
think
about
the
another
actor's
20
actually
to
pretty
beat them.
good. Like, I actually like
Yeah.
the actors, Bale, but it's just like,
Yeah.
you listen to what he's saying. He's like, I found this rock. It's broken. Completely useless to you. Would you like to give me 50 coins for it? Oh, I also have this poem that's extremely useful to you. I'll take freaking a 1 coin for that. And then we're supposed to think Moraine's extremely smart because it's like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would he think? It's like, it's Quindiar. You can't reshape it. It's like, well, what am I going to use it for if you can't do anything with it? It's a broken.
It is.
spell.
I know, but yes, but it is like gold in Randland, right?
I
It is
guess,
worth.
but usually in like forms of something, not just a broken piece of Quindiar.
Well, it doesn't. At this point in the story, it doesn't really exist, right? It's very, very rare at this point in the story.
Well, that's what I'm curious.
Well,
Are we doing a do we think that okay, so because they're either their timeline is messed up or more. I have this. I don't know. Have they said specifically if Moraine has been there for 5 months? Because I feel like we're doing another Witcher thing, and Moraine's timeline is not 5 months out. Moraine's is like 2 months.
Oh, so she's ahead. Actually, you might be right because she's gonna obviously meet Rand in Corian coming up.
Right. And we're
So she
led
might be
to
a couple
believe
months
that
early.
we're led to believe that piece of Quindalar is from Lanfear's prison because it was north of Carhian where he found it.
Yeah. Plus, that poem's obviously like that recitement or whatever. I'm
Right.
talking about
So
Lanfear.
so for him to have that and everything that's been going on with Rand and Lanfear in Carhian, this all has to have happened
Before.
earlier. Before,
Yeah, because then
before-
Rand just burnt the place down as well. So then thematically, like it makes sense for her to rock up next and then try and then figure it out.
So yeah,
I don't
so
know.
I'm
I think you're
curious
right.
if Moraine is like 2 month time jump, and then
Yeah, I think. Yep.
and then there's gonna be a big reveal that you know.
Well,
That's-
however long it takes to ride a horse from Arafel to Corian, she's that
Well,
far.
I don't know. I mean,
That
they've
far
been
ahead.
tracking Pat and Fane for 5 months, and even though Pat and Fane went to the Dark Friend daycare center
Yeah, that.
and handed over the Horn of Valyr to Ishi, they're still trying to catch up to him, even
I
though
know.
it's already locked up safe in the closet somewhere. I mean,
Oh man, I
Yeah,
hope
I
Fane
don't
blows
think
them
they
all.
really thought too much of the timeline, so I'm not gonna put any efforts into making sense of it. I don't know about you guys.
no, yeah, it's accurate. Go ahead, man. Were you saying something, Mahalaner? I thought you were saying something. No, again,
Oh,
Yeah,
that that was that
timeline
was me.
my bad. Well, what do we
Right.
think? As Alex has coined the phrase, Perrin's new ability of plot vision.
Yeah, I like that. I like
You
that.
like plot vision? I hate it.
No, no, no. I like Alex's coining of it. I don't
Oh,
like the fact that
you
he's
like it
doing it.
being called plot vision? Yeah, okay. I was like, how do you like that, man? We
No,
can
no,
have
no,
a
no,
talk.
no, 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 no. I don't like it. It doesn't look horrible on screen, right? But it's stupid for him to be able to do that, and it makes problems if you think if he's sniffing death, how's he how's he gonna like differentiate between sniffing death and all the other sniffing that he does, like for other reasons?
I'm honestly surprised they haven't, since all the characters are separated already. I'm surprised they're not bringing in the Taviran can see each other at great distances when they think of them.
It's probably it is
Staple,
probably too
staple
early
bro.
for that.
The answer is yes, 100%.
Yeah.
She has the horn, but I don't think. I mean, who knows? I mean, we've seen that Turok has the horn, so I guess they've just said okay.
Maybe
I don't
they know the twist with the horn already this time.
which twist.
The dragon banner is needed to control them.
There's no dragon battle.
What dragon banner? There's no
Yeah,
dragon
there's
banner.
no dragon battle.
It's just like Sidene. It's dead. There's no dragon banner. There's no Sidene. There's
fighting.
no.
I'd be laughing if the woman's power is sighting in the show.
It's all siding.
It's all side. It's just the one power. There's
All the
no.
one power. Yeah.
What's up, Nate? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, so plot vision. I just laughed my ass off when he called it plot vision because he
Yeah,
does
it's
it,
cracking.
and they screwed up flicker to do it. Rand's that C was so good with the flies, and they just like
The blink blink or yeah,
yeah the blank
Yeah.
yeah sorry it's basically flicker I call
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's not the flicker.
I didn't expect them to do flicker though. Did you? Like they were never
Yeah.
gonna.
I don't think that's gonna happen. That's
Not gonna
there's
happen.
no way. Like
It would cost them all of their budget just to do that, which I'll be
Yeah.
fine with. But
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, so Ishi is manipulating the Seanchan apparently. So I would imagine that Ishi has the horn and he's gonna give it to them, or if he's
to do
already
that.
given it to them, or some other BS. I don't know. It's a giant mess. Like you try to make sense of some of this stuff. It's just like it's not like it just doesn't make any sense. Like
No, it
so much of it doesn't make any sense. And then like so I know it's a small thing, but did anybody notice the arches are broken except for the one in the center?
Yeah, I don't get
Why
that.
are they broken? Like would they not
They're
work?
old. They're old, and there's decay rate for Terangrial now, magical items that don't decay. I don't. I
It'd
don't
be hilarious if the reason was because they made them whole and they just broke while filming, so they just
That's what would be hilarious if the foam just shattered. It's just like, oops. If we would like don't Bob the Mover broke the arches, we have to
yeah.
make it freaking look like something. Because
All
it
right.
was just weird to me. Just have them
It
all
is
be arches. I don't understand.
I don't know. I haven't heard anyone explain it either, like in any of the offset clips or anything. So I don't know. I mean, normally they would have like proffered an explanation because they clearly did it on purpose. So there'd be some kind of like artsy fucking reason
Yeah.
for it. Which
No,
is
yeah,
bullshit,
yeah.
but-
Artsy fartsy reason.
yeah, but I don't know what it is this time. I'm sure
Yeah,
it'll be
I
amazing when we find out.
You know what's gonna be amazing when we see freaking Elias and Perrin both turn into werewolves because it's happening.
Oh, that's happening.
I
You're
mean, he
right.
had
I
blood
know.
on
I
his
couldn't
mouth.
believe. I could not believe
Right?
that.
Yeah, but hold on, you got it. See, I saw as soon as I saw the blood in freaking Elias's mouth, I'm like, yes,
Yeah, but
You're on.
we're getting
You're on.
werewolves.
We're on here.
Now the question is how werewolf are they going to go? Is it pure wolf form, hybrid, or
Where
man?
werewolf enough for Elias to rip a dude's throat out, right? So,
So, yeah, I would say it's already happened, to be honest.
Well,
Oh my
his mouth
God.
is strong enough to do that. So
if you think of it, like if I spoilers for the rest of the book, anyone who hasn't read for the rest of the books, just
Corporeal.
close your
Earmuffs.
nerd man, just close your ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So like it's not like it is. It's a good question, Steve. You know, like we think about the metaphysics of the end of the book and how Perrin does his like shifting and hopping between blah blah blah, and he does, and at the end of the day, he rips someone's throat out. Is that in the flesh, in the real world, or in the flesh, in the dream? Because that I don't know. So like clearly in the show, we've decided that Longtooth can switch between the two, which is fair. Like he could do that, but like to bring the wolf into this realm, into the physical realm from the metaphysical. I don't know whether we've ever seen that happen. How do you interpret that?
I thought all that was in the dream. So I
Yeah, well, he was flicking between the two, right? So
Well,
like that's what I'm trying.
they were
I-
flicking so fast that he killed him in all of reality.
Yeah, at the same time, right?
Killed him in
Question.
every possible universe. He killed him. So it was
Yeah.
one of the metal parts outside of the dead wolves being heroes themselves.
so
Yeah.
I
So
don't
we'll get so they've changed. They've decided that they've interpreted that to mean that you can like bring your wolf self from Telegram reality into the physical realm. Obviously,
I
which
just thought they want werewolves, and that's it.
Yeah.
oh well
It seemed like wolf guy, so he bites people's throats out.
There
That's
you
what it
go.
seemed
That's
like to me,
that's I think all the thought that went into it is he's a wolf boy,
Do you-
so he's got to turn into a werewolf and bite throats. And I'm
do you
glad
think
you
he did
called
that
him
in
long.
human form? Do
What's
you think
that?
he did that, Mahalan? Do you reckon that he did that? Elias was ripping that throat out in man form, or do you think he like morphed into wolf form and then ripped his throat out?
I tend to believe it was still in man form, but I kind of don't
That's
care,
crazy.
honestly.
Apparently, you can
We
hear
need a
the
wolfy boy.
That would be
I do
insane.
like that Elias does not have a long dagger, so hence he is not called Long Tooth.
He's got the bone. He does. Did you see? He does
Does
have
he?
like a bone. Yeah.
Oh, does he? Okay, cool. I didn't see it. So he actually does have a weapon. Wow.
We could have
Okay.
used that
Yeah,
to
he-
cut the throat, but okay. Well,
apparently
so-
there's
Cut the throat.
how's my
blood.
sound, by the way? Am I
You
like
sound good.
Oh,
You sound good.
okay? All right, cool.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
apparently at the end of episode 3, well, when they're doing the Perrin breakout from the Seanchan, you can hear someone say Avienda.
Okay,
I
say
didn't-
that again because I have something to say about that. Go ahead. Say it one more time.
apparently someone says Avienda at the end of episode 3 when Perrin's being broken out, but I didn't hear that. It's just what I saw and read on Twitter.
I don't think so.
I think so. I'll look at it back, but like I think that's somebody having an out of body experience.
The question is right from this point from Perrin's arc. Perrin's arc's actually a little bit interesting. I don't like what they've done with him, obviously, but so he's run off into the bush with the wolves, which is retarded. But he has done this. So like the question is like, is the next scene for Perrin gonna be Steve? Because this is where it comes to. Is it gonna be him getting busted in the cage, or is he gonna be busting Avienda out of the cage?
Oh no. So no, that's also something I said I think in the last video. Perrin just got rescued because Perrin's got captured, rescued what 4 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few. So they've given the girl.
So now he's got rescued again because he's useless. So he's immediately gonna go get captured again by the White Cloaks,
Is he? But
And broken out again by Avienda, who is going to kill all the White Cloaks while he watches them again,
So-
proving he is useless and can't do anything right.
have you seen the clip, the promo for episode 4?
I haven't. Is it
It's
out?
I have,
it's in the
and
extras.
Hold on. Is
Yeah.
it on Amazon? I'll bring it up right now.
Yeah.
because it doesn't look like it doesn't look. It looks like. But who you know what they do with this? They
Let me
deceive
go
you or
look here.
whatever.
Hold on. Let me.
It looks like he's just drawing a bunch of white cloaks, man. It looks like he's got a hammer, and it looks like he's the one doing the breaking out, but not. He looks like he's not the caged one. That's what it looks like.
Where's the promo at? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's in the extras.
Oh, I gotta go to frickin'. It's not even on their. It's not even on their YouTube channel. Good job. Wow.
I don't. I
Alright.
think I watched it on Twitter or something.
Maybe I'll if it's in the extras thing, I can get to it relatively quickly. Fortunately,
Yeah, it's kind of like
Spent-
promotional.
By the way, while
Extras.
you're looking that up, they could have easily just shown like pigeons used as to deliver messages and whatnot to explain Perrin's bullshit letters. I don't know, just easy stuff like that.
No, you're absolutely right. Just like, hey, like attaching the pigeon, like
that was
attaching
definitely not a pigeon letter though. But
No.
drive portrayal. What the hell?
We can't hear you.
What up?
Here we go.
how's it going?
You're getting muted. You're just here for freaking visual pleasure.
Well, yeah, but I figured I dropped by, say hello. I wanted to. I was trying to figure out how to change my account on my phone because my phone had my other Nerdporial account that's not a member.
Oh, okay. Well, does it? Oh, well, you made it. It looks like.
Yeah.
you-
I figured I'd just stop by, say hello, and definitely watch. I'm not going to show myself.
I'll shield for you. That video was amazing. Go
Yeah,
and watch
what
Nerdman's
video?
Eye of the World review,
I
guys. It
already
was
shielded
bloody
for you.
fantastic. First book review, mate. You did well. You did beautifully. Well done.
I
Music
already
was
shielded
pristine,
for you.
man.
Yeah, I shield for you immediately. So yeah. You're good, bro.
I did hear that. I couldn't respond because I was driving, but yeah, the acting, like I had a hard time finding clips that would match the acting of the Golden Girls. Like the Golden Girls was more dynamic acting, more facial expressions, more physical movement.
Look, man. I think there's like I agree for the most part. I feel like there are feel like half are doing the work, half are not. Like, and
I
some
agree
of
with
it, and I think that also part of it might be for the half that are not. I don't even know if it's their fault. It's just the material they're given to do.
It's the direction they're given.
The material is so bad that like I don't know that the best actor or actress in the world could present. So like Rand, like Joshua is in such a bad position because his lines are terrible. He's got to have sex with Lanfear every scene, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like what? It's like okay, say your words and just start having sex, Rand. Go, and it's just like
it tells you a lot, doesn't it? That tells
It's
you a
like-
lot. It tells you a lot of how they see the fella. It's not cool.
But am I
Shut up,
wrong? It's
get
like,
it out.
it's just like okay, Rand scene, kill a guy, whine about it, have sex, done. It's like
So do you think he? I think he killed him too. So I'm
I
not
think he
alone.
killed him. I think
no,
I think
the
he had
show
to be not
says
killed.
he's not dead, but he is most definitely dead.
He's
Like
fucked up though. Can't work
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I don't know that he's dead, but either way, like, would the darkest version of Rand ever do this?
No,
Like
never.
to get somebody's job in the end? I mean,
Right.
that's the question to me.
That's the greater point there, right? No, that is whether he's dead or not is just beside the point. The show says he's alive, so he's alive. But that is all besides the point. You're absolutely 100%.
Yeah, would he?
The
Would
fact of the matter is,
Darthman do that?
Rand stalked somebody in the night to beat him up so he could steal his job.
Yeah.
This is a fantasy TV show, guys. So he had to go
And
to
this
work.
is Rand. Like this is
And it's Rand.
fucking Rand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Melanie.
No, that's 100% right. Rand would
He
never
would never
that.
do that.
But don't
Nope.
worry, guys. In the previous scene, he gave a kid a coin and rubbed his head.
But
And
that's
on
only
the
because
tree,
Yosha put that in, by the way.
and the dude
Oh,
did he?
really?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, and then the dude threw him some flatbread and he ate it. So he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
else he does is asshole, but you know it's okay.
He burns ends every once in a while.
Oh my gosh!
And the Great Hunt of the Horn is bullshit to get rid of the peasants.
Oh,
Yep, there you go. The horn is a
the heart of
construct.
the horn. Oh, mate, that was crazy.
It's not a tradition. It's just a
Just a
means
way
to
to
get
get-
rid of the peasants.
Yeah,
By
that's
the
right.
way,
It's just
by
a
the
way
way,
to
quick-
just. It's like go.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, quick question. The lady he was talking to, at first I thought it was, I don't know, my mind immediately went to, it must be Moraine's sister, but is that Colivir?
I think
think they
that's
said-
the woman who does stuff in book 6 and
right?
7.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, okay.
we can bring up the. Honestly, I can bring that up. I can just go to the. We can figure
I
that out.
couldn't be bothered to check it, but
Yeah, I can bring it up in the X-ray thing on the show. If you just pause it, it'll give the character name.
Also,
It's
people
long
are,
enough.
people are saying,
All right,
you
gents,
know,
I gotta take off now. So
All right, brother.
Later, Brian.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude.
So Alex says it's Moraine's sister. Is that
I
that's
think they said
okay.
that in the casting. They said in the casting it was, but then it didn't seem like that's what she was doing in the show. So maybe they've combined.
I don't know.
They made that character that you said, Mahoney, into Moraine's sister.
I don't believe it's Moraine's sister, because how are they going to make Moraine's sister look so much older than Moraine?
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
When
what I
Moraine's
was
supposed to be
thinking.
young.
it's her sister. Like it says it in the
Ageless.
X-ray. So
That's how they're doing
Oh,
the ageless face.
There we
if
go.
the
then.
question is if they it's Moraine's sister. The question is if they combined her with Colivir is what Alex is saying. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that is the question. Yeah.
And I mean, on that note, like, what the hell with? This is probably a minor point, but I just thought of it the other day. Like, yeah, you might think that combining or
That
getting
means-
rid of Van Dien, getting rid of Van Dien is not a big deal. But like, there's
I
like
think
an
it's a big deal.
awesome ending to that arc that you're just losing, and there's no way that Varen is gonna do that because she has other shit to do.
She's got a lot of shit to do. Like
Yeah,
let's-
but like
Yeah.
you just lost something that was like minor but pretty awesome in the books for just a stupid decision.
just
I
have
don't know.
all three of them.
Yeah.
What's
get it.
what's another person ogling land hurt at this point? Like you know, what's the difference? Just you know, you can have them doing their Adelius and Van Dien stuff, being academics, and well, actually, I'm sorry. In the show they are academics.
No.
The one is the drunk who
She's just a drunk simp.
exactly. Just fucking-
That's what she is, and I'll respect that. If I'm retired out to the country, we're gonna sit back, drink wine, and just like look at
Blokes.
attractive human beings to me. I can respect that, but like, I mean, they lost something to do that. They really did. Like, it makes no sense for Moiraine to be there like on a research mission. It doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense.
So Stan, you're getting I get that none of the books is going to be in the show because it's not
some of it,
like
some of it.
it's just like I can look at the first 3 of episodes here and say none of like maybe the accepted trials is close.
Yeah, the tower
We
stuff.
happen to be at Van Dien's cottage, fine.
The girl stuff. The girl stuff is at least it's tracking. At least it's like, okay, so they're not adapting it the way that maybe that we have seen it or would want it, but at least they're making an attempt at what you would call adapting the girls' plots, the girls' things that they were doing in these books. With the lads, it's
No,
It's
I don't
completely
think
not.
Gwen's plot's anywhere close.
who's
Gwen is busy whining about not getting any attention and then crying all the time.
no, but she's in the tower. So what I'm saying is that she's at least
Okay,
She-
she's in the right location. Okay, so as
she's in
long
the
as
right
she's
spot. Yeah,
location.
that's right. And
Okay,
she was getting lessons. She was at one point. She was learning how to use the power a little bit, right?
Bang
they
on.
left.
Yes, the title
So-
should be Aes Sedai. You're absolutely 100%. That's what the show should be called.
And my point, I get it. The Adelius and Van Dien are minor and not that important. What I'm trying to say is like you get into the trouble of including Adelius and her sister,
Yeah.
and you got rid of Van Dien, who's probably the best part of that whole
Yeah, it's facts.
subplot. Like, so what the hell's the point here?
Well, I don't think I think it's I think it's something worth talking about because look, yeah, Van Dien and Adelaus can be considered minor, but there's also two people that are getting a lot of screen time. Actually, two for sure, maybe three that are getting a lot of screen time that are minor characters. You got Leandrin, who is a very minor character. You have Alana, who is an extremely minor character, and you have freaking Shiriam, who is, she gets some stuff later, but right now she's extremely minor. So, I mean, I
What I don't understand is how this can be the first 3 episodes of a season that combines book 2 and book 3.
Well, they're not doing book 3.
Well, Rand's fucking off, so maybe.
I mean,
Yeah,
Rand
but he's
is,
not. Fuck.
it's
With Celine, I guess. So no, okay.
he is
Yeah,
fucking off, literally, yeah, right,
Yeah.
Is this it? This is the preview. I haven't seen this. Here we go. I'm gonna have
Watch
to
it,
stop. I'm gonna turn
Pause
up
it when
the-
you get to the Perrin part and have a look at it.
I'm gonna pause it all the way through so I don't get taken down. But so
How long is it? I can't tell.
it's 43 seconds or 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So Moraine is in Carrion.
After the buildings burn.
Yep, so she's rolling.
Dumbass Rand.
One day she was simply changed.
Yeah, a little excited and spewed
Nate.
fire everywhere.
One day she was changed, Nate. What happened?
And chuck her in a pond.
What happened to her? She was changed, bruh. What changed her?
My rain?
Myrain. I'm gonna call her Myrain. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
my
you
rain.
seen
What happened to her? I'll tell you what happened to her. She got rafed.
Ooh.
What a fucking travesty of a show.
How much you want to bet the writers are still trying to write in the prophecy where the Armelin predicts sees that the dragon is reborn and wants to have him killed?
You mean the poem where that's said?
So you mean guitars foretelling?
Oh, guitars.
Yeah, they'll do that. That's what this will be referring to. That'll be the thing that's changed there.
Okay.
And they're going to keep it where she wants to kill him, probably.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
we're still
more
Logain's
depressed
not
Logain.
done yet. Okay, great. Fantastic. Oh,
Yeah,
so
this is what I was talking about before, Steve.
so she's going to see Logain now? Is that what's happening? Oh, great. Wonderful.
Rematch.
Well, in one way, it would make sense if she wanted to get hold of someone that can see to Viren. She could find Rand that way, but
He doesn't see Viren.
He doesn't
channel.
see to Viren anymore.
Yeah.
He sees male channelers.
Why does Nynaeve get special treatment and she can wear whatever she wants? Why does Sherm suck at her job? These are just questions I
I
want
think
to know.
she's leaving the tower in that scene.
Great. Wonderful. I hope she
Well,
goes.
it's about time somebody
cloak
goes
or
somewhere
something
in
now.
this show.
It would be nice if she shouldn't go to Seanchan and take over. Like, she's the best.
I mean, don't you guys think it was like the
Wait,
greatest thing
what?
of all
Wait a
time?
second.
And
Hold
Wait.
on a second. Did she just say I'm going to Falm to free who?
Yeah, well, Perrin's captured, right?
This
So
is
that's
for
what-
fucking episode 4, or is this for the whole
Yeah.
season? Wait a second.
Nah, it's not just episode 4. It's like a teaser for the rest of the season.
Are we
that's
su-
the way they
hold
do
on
it.
a
Are we
second.
sure?
Are we
It says
sure? Hold on.
Preview of
It said
episode 4.
episode, it says episode 4 preview.
It's not. But they never do this. They always put in. I don't know if you've noticed
Dude,
this,
if
but
they
Amazon
say,
did-
if she says, I'm going to call you out, Eldan. I'm telling you right
Oh.
now. If she says, I'm going to fall me to free them in this next episode, I'll
Yeah.
be like, boo.
the
oh
communication.
no, Alban, how will you cope?
I know. Man,
I don't know,
I
man.
know. What a
I'll
threat.
struggle. I'll drink, Nate. That's
So-
what I'll do.
So the
So
girls
how-
are
how-
sneaking out. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think one of my favorite parts in the Great Hunt was how they waited 40 chapters to leave Tar-Valon, and I think they perfectly captured it in the show.
Yeah, that's true.
It's phenomenal.
They're going. Like, they're going. So wait. So they're going to Falm. No, I think this is all episode 4. So they're going to Falme.
I think the girls will leave next episode.
Yeah, well, but so they're sneaking out the. Okay, is this where Lanfear knocks him out? Oh dear God! I'll be right back.
Are they seriously
What the
doing
fuck are they
a
wearing?
Milan wedding?
What the fuck? Why is he wearing a freaking cable knit sweater? What the fuck is happening?
Oh,
What
I bet
is
you
he
that's a.
wearing?
I bet you
I'll
that's
be
a
right
wedding.
back. Fuck me.
Apparently
This is-
gets worse, according to Trip.
Oh my God.
What'd she say? What did Trip say?
Trip keep
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Apparently it gets worse.
no.
This because we don't have the sound here. I'm trying to remember. What are they talking about? What were they talking about here again?
Sorry,
What were they
is this
talking about
good?
here, Steve?
Who cares? Look at what they're wearing. Hold on, Lyle Hammock's been a member for 9 months at
Lyle.
I think Asherman level. My man, what's up, everybody? Haven't bothered with season 2 since my brain couldn't handle the 10 minutes of the first episode. It's mind-boggling. How bad is this show? It's getting bad, worse by the minute.
Dude.
Worse by the minute. Actually, I don't know if that's fair. I still
I
think
think that's
episode
fair.
2 was the worst. I still think episode 2 was the worst.
But they had the fight in it. What do you mean?
But that's the hard part. I got more mad at episode 2, but it had like 5 minutes of the best stuff they've ever produced.
That's what I mean.
Are you talking about Perrin getting dragged down the stairs?
No, I'm talking about everything prior to that.
everything around that.
We're talking about Masima kicking some ass. That's what we're talking about. And then there's a small window where like Uno and Ingtar kick some ass, and then Loyal threw a guy through a building, and then everything came crashing down. But yeah. Sad. So what? You want me to back this up? What were they saying?
No. I don't want you to back it
I got
up.
blinded by the sweaters.
I don't want you to back it up, man. Just keep going.
Wait, what? Who's been captured? Wait a second. Who did she say?
Well, Perrin's been captured, right? So somehow they must have got a message. Somehow they must have got communications that he's been captured.
How do they know Perrin and Loyal have been captured?
Because
with the same phone that barmaid bitch rang the fades with, I reckon they've got some kind of lines of communication. So they must have cell phones.
From Stormlight.
I bet you it's one of his wolf powers. He howls at the moon,
and it can travel vast distances, Nathan.
Right, and then that wolf howl communicates to like some chickens that are on the outskirts of Tarvalon, and they find their way into
the chickens start talking. They're like, rah, 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 rah.
Yep. They walk in. They go, "Hey, bitch, Perrin's captured."
Perrin's captured. What are you doing? Get to follow me. Maybe. I don't know. Good Lord.
It's like Tarzan, I guess, then.
No, Leandra's just going to walk up and be like, your friends have been captured. And they're going to be like, oh my God. There's not going to be any question about it. It's just like, how do you know that? Like some detail. It's just going to be like, hey, your friend is captured. And be like, we don't have any friends. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean that? Okay, my bad. Since Nynaeve's completely forgotten about all the boys and only cares about Egwene. Oh, sorry. I'm going to stop. How? Well, she still hasn't channeled. Whatever.
They're going to probably. I think someone's following them, and it's going to turn out to be Elaine.
Is that
and then it's going to be a double
really
out and be Leandrin.
So is this going to be a flashback scene right here, or is he going
this
to release Lanfear and she's going to possess?
Nah, this is going to be him releasing Lanfear. This
I
will be
have a
him
feeling-
releasing Lanfear, and it'll be in the past, but not. So yeah,
It's probably going to be a cold open to one of the episodes.
Yeah.
to this
I
episode.
wouldn't be surprised if she possesses Selene, and then that's how Selene becomes Lanfear. This show is that stupid.
I think
Who possesses
Selene.
Selene?
I think she just comes out appearing that way.
Nathan, who possesses Selene?
I still think there's
What's
a time difference. I really think that's what's happening is Moraine isn't 5 months. It's going to be like she's a month or something, and all her events are.
Yeah, you're right. And this will be back. This will be like back.
Yeah, this will be like at the 2-month period or something,
Yeah.
and then she'll
Right.
catch up. When she gets to
Before
Caribbean.
Amphi bought a pub in Korean.
How many times are we gonna read Blood Calls Blood for no reason?
I fucking hate this show.
This episode is called Daughter of the Night, right?
Yeah, it is. So the
This
reveal
looks
will
like a
be this
Brooksa
week.
from The Witcher.
What's that? What about The Witcher? Sorry, I had thoughts about causing myself harm there for a minute. What happened now? Sorry, I was banging my head on the table. Seemed very, very good for a minute. Sorry. Well, I heard The Witcher. Uh-oh. We lost Mulholland.
Oh, no.
I hope I didn't offend him. It was just a connection issue.
Yeah, break your keyboards, not your face.
That's the preview?
No, that's not the clip that that's not the one that I've seen with Perrin in the bush. Then there's a
Is
different.
there
There's
another one? All right. So
I just don't know where I don't know where
So-
I've seen it, but yeah,
There's a clip with Perrin in the bush?
there's a
Maybe it's on
there's a clip
Twitter. Hold on.
there's a clip somewhere
Certainly
of
wasn't his wife's.
there's a clip
Oh
of
my.
Perrin doing doing the scene with the cages and the white cloaks, and I'm pretty sure he's holding a hammer. So like maybe
Alright,
I
hold
don't know,
on.
maybe
Perrin doesn't hold anything from the books. Are you kidding me?
that's
Yeah,
that's
he's-
why I was surprised,
I
He's not gonna
know.
hammer him.
and
Well,
I'm happy with it.
It was probably CG'd in afterwards, just like the heron on the Rand's sword.
That they
I'm not
forgot.
I'm not saying it was a good looking hammer, but it was at least a fucking hammer, right?
It's probably one of those pin hammers.
A long thing and a big fucking thing on the end of it, and he was swinging it.
I fucking hate this so much. I fucking hate this so much. Sorry. Hold on. I hate this so I'm just maybe I'm just a hater.
Steve, I did my season 1 review, and it I couldn't keep it under 20 minutes, and I tried hard.
I hate all of this. This is them doing flippy kicks and stuff. They're on another level.
Look at all those construction paper rocks in the background. That's why that was a night scene, so that they could hide how shitty their props are.
Like
I think it was a night scene. They did the one good thing they did do. The fades jumping in and out of the shadows looked cool, so I think that's why they did it at night.
I just.
But
Yeah, and then they fucked it up by having Moiraine outsmart them
great.
in the.
Yeah, how many
With the
times are we gonna
lock
play?
trick.
Everyone needs a Rand. So guys, everybody needs a person to hunt them down in the street and kill them. Sorry. Oh, is this an old clip? Yeah, that's an old clip. Yeah, that's an old one. September 4th. I'm trying to find this parent thing you're talking about.
It was in a like a promotional clip, like similar to the one that we just watched, but it had stuff with Perrin. Yeah, and it had that scene. I just couldn't tell whether he was getting busted out of the cage or whether.
Maybe.
No, that's just a poster.
It's just a
And
poster.
what's hilarious about all this stuff is all these little clips of the actors talking. All of that was before July 31st. It's just kind of like they knew it was coming up, the strike, so they filmed a shitload of stuff right before the strike happened.
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know, man. Oh, what the fuck was that?
Oh, you
Wait
know
a
what
second.
that
You
was.
see that?
We've seen that.
What is
Yeah,
that?
that's the way
Why is
What?
there a Waygate in the middle of a beach?
it's just,
Because
it'll be
that's
like
how Moiraine and Lan get to the beach. I can't wait for them to explain this ship and how they avoided.
How did they
Mocking
put it?
Shin.
How is there an Ogier Grove in the? Oh wait, sorry, Ogier Grove's
not
done
Christ.
exist. My bad, I forgot. My bad.
Where even are they?
They're
What
on
happens
the
with that is,
beach in Morocco.
Lot of mercy.
Oh my God in heaven! I'm trying to find this clip, bro.
Yeah, no,
You guys
don't worry
haven't-
about it, man.
you haven't read anything.
I will
Oh,
find it. I'll
God.
send it to you.
Whoosh, swoosh. No, it did. It never began. There was no great hunt. Stop it. Stop it. Stop perpetuating the lie. All right. Oh, this is Alex's favorite person right here. We're not doing that, but I can't. I don't have the heart for that. Collider said this show was great, just like every other Games Radar. Woo.
Hits the ground running.
Oh boy. Hold on. It's got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, it does.
How are these clips so hard to find? Maybe it's in this. Maybe I just skipped past it too fast.
I don't know,
Is this
man.
just land? This just a gif of land freaking.
I love that. Hits the ground running.
In a play to care of people who's
Oh, that he's not taking care of anybody. Stop it. Where is?
So-
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, you could say a few things about it. You could say that you can't really say it hits the ground. It hasn't gone no one's gone anywhere for 3 episodes. You can't say it hits the ground running.
Yeah.
You can say some things about it. You can say production values are up. You can say the continuity is a little bit better. You can say a few good things about it. If you're being objective. You can say a few good things. But you can't say hit the ground running. They're walking. They're not even walking. They're literally crawling backwards.
That's one of the things in my video today I talk about. Like Moiraine and Lan, they start in Arafel, which they don't specify in the show, but they're in Arafel, and they end in Arafel. Egwene and all of them start in Tarvalon, end in Tarvalon. Matt starts in Tarvalon. By the end, he's about to leave Tarvalon.
But he can't.
Rand, he's in Carrion, ends in Carrion. Perrin, he's following Fane wherever the fuck he is, and by the end, he's probably in the same area, just finally escaping the Seanchan. So he's around. Follow me.
Wait, he's in a bed, he's in a bedroom in Carrion. All right, come on.
He's paying for his rent.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. His rent is due. He can't go.
Yeah.
Is it the TikTok spoiler you sent me? Oh, Trip might be onto it. Hold on. Let me. Maybe that's
Trip. Trip will be able to find it. If it definitely exists, I've seen it.
Wait. Oh God, is it this thing? This thing of AIDS? Is that? Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but.
You're just being honest if you do.
Oh God. Okay. Have you guys seen this? There we go. You guys. This is the shit I get sent. Okay, you guys need to share in this. Okay. Here you go. You've probably seen it if you're on the Red Hands Discord. Special powers. Like, why is there special powers? I'm sorry, I hate this so much. Protect your friends and girlfriend. Yeah, okay. Is this? I don't. Do you think it's really in here, Chip?
No, she's just trolling.
She just likes to watch us in pain.
Wait a second. Is it said anywhere that Randy gives 2 shits about Egwene anymore?
No, do you know what? That's the other funny thing, right, about watching all the non-book reader reactions. Like, just about everyone is like, when Rand is like banging Lanfear, everyone's getting upset because he's cheating on Egwene, and I'm like, bro, Egwene dumped him in episode 1, didn't she? Did I imagine that? I thought that happened.
Grief. They're just saying that so we can finally say, hey, give the show a break here.
Oh my God. When did that happen? When did he have a voice start whispering to him? When did that happen in the show?
Yeah, that happened.
Not yet.
Happened a couple. No, it did happen a couple of times. Yeah.
What? It did?
To Rand. Yeah.
Where did it happen?
That happened when he was dreaming. It's happened twice when he's been dreaming.
Oh, that don't count.
Oh, in dreams?
Yeah, in dream sequence. Oh, and well, that's the question is whether or not that was a dream sequence. I'm not sure.
I love how this little thing on
dead again. Like he's dead again. Like what? Like why do fades? So I retract my I retract my statement. Fades suck. Like
I
all
love
the
how it
stage
says
swipes
that,
and all that shit.
I love how it says like, all right, hey guys, I gotta jump.
That
Go
had
have some dinner with
nothing
the
of the
family.
sort.
So
Well,
Yeah,
sorry.
I've got to do some work too. Actually, I've got to
Yeah.
jump too, man.
so take care, guys.
See you later,
See you,
buddy.
mate.
Thanks for hopping in. I was trying to
Yep.
find this parent thing. Is this it? This might be it. Looks like a different trailer. Oh shoot, what did I do? Is this the yeah, that had the sword fighting in it. That had like the fake that might be it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Because some of this is for like a lot of that is replayed content here. Hold on. Wait, what the frick is he doing to the horse? It's not up on the screen. Let me bring it up on the screen here. Holy crap. Where is it? There it is. Like, where did this even come from? Is this the one? Hold on, let me play it. I don't have the sound on, but
It's a small clip.
he's twirling the whole Revalier there. More dead people getting thrown against the wall. Jesus Christ. Why, like, was that
Yeah,
it?
yeah. That's part of it. So okay, yeah, this is the right clip, I think. No, that's
What are you looking for
baseball.
again?
That's in Fall Main. I don't think that's a hammer. I think that's just
Oh,
another
no, that's
stick.
not it. That's not it.
That's not it? Okay.
No. He's in the bush.
Oh, here we go.
I think we're getting there.
I saw Avienda.
Yeah.
It's a sword. Why does he have that? Looks like a heron sword, dude.
That's not it. That's not what I'm talking about.
Look at the sword he's got. Like, how can I not stop that? That looks like Rand's sword.
This also confirms that script that we read ages ago, right? About Avienda telling him that he was good at swinging a sword. So that looks like that's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, there's a traveling device. Did I miss it? Was it up front? Maybe it was in the front of this. What the hell was that?
Unless it was earlier, but nah, it's just a scene of him
Are
in the
these
bush.
supposed to be the heroes of the Horn behind them? With the this is so retarded. This is so stupid.
I got a jet, Steve. I got to do some work, mate.
All right, brother, man. Thanks for stopping in. We'll talk later, man. Thanks, buddy. See you later.
Hey guys.
Oh, like I don't like who is it Rand? I can't tell who that is in front.
That's Matt. He has a spear.
It is freaking Matt. So Matt's actually they're still gonna have how is Matt how
and his dagger, his glaive is going to be have the dagger as the blade of it.
Oh my god, are you serious?
But look at it. It's.
Are you serious?
They showed him with the in one of the trailers.
Shove the dagger on the top of it and freaking be like, "Hey, he's got a weapon now." I can't even believe it. I'm shocked that Matt is gonna actually blow the horn and then fight by himself for some reason. Does any of this track from what we've seen so far? I don't get it. I didn't see this parent thing he's talking about though. Oh, is this it? No, I don't think.
What are you looking for again?
He said there was a video of Perrin in like he thought it was the video of him getting like the cage. You know, we're waiting for the Avienda fight.
Oh, okay.
And he said he thought he saw Perrin with a hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go with that again. And I didn't see it. I haven't seen it, and I don't know where it is, and I don't know if it exists or not. But yeah.
You're sure it wasn't one of the Seanchan bats?
I have no idea. It might have been, right. It very highly could have been Sean. Like more Louisville Sluggers, please. Like I don't know. He might have saw it, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Like stuff seems to be so hard to find that there's nothing even on there's no previews, at least that I could find, on top of the on the on the Amazon freaking Prime site. There's no, like, the promo's not even on there. What's up, Shy? Oh, are you muted?
Well,
Hey, there you are.
I'm not muted. I said hello.
I didn't hear you. Sorry. What's up, man? I know you're loving the show.
Oh, yes. Immensely.
Yes. Why is Uno giving that
It killed
horn
me.
who knows? I mean, he likes gold, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Oh,
Likes it
boy.
a little bit too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I'm so. I don't know. It always just comes back to I just don't get it, I guess. I mean, I don't. There's so little of the books at this point. It's just like calling it Aes Sedai, calling it Witches of Witchdom. Like it's so just it baffles the brain at this point. They're not. I don't know. I don't feel any love for anything in this. It's just we have actors who need to get on the screen.
The weird thing is they also take some specific scenes from the books and just flip them all the way on their head. Like an example is the cleaning, the purifying water weave. Like it's specifically discussed that's near impossible or impossible. I remember. I don't quite remember if what the kind of verdict was on that, but in Egwene's conversations with the wise ones, I think on Mies,
yeah,
they specifically talk about that weave and how it's practically impossible. And that's the weave they show novices learning on day 1 or month 50, month 5.
Well,
so
they're pulling nutrients from the tower, right? From the stones, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a whole other thing, but yeah, just they talk about the scene in the book talks about extracting or removing honey from tea, and
right.
how that's practically impossible. I don't know. I just don't get it. And then another one is like, yeah, I get that the later books are the Sanderson books. Some of the criticism was regarding how the fight scenes were just kind of anime-like. But there is a scene where Lan takes down 2 Fades, right? In Memory of Light, I think. It's either there or...
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if anybody could do it, it was him. So, like, I would. That would be the only one of the few people I'd be okay with taking out 2 Fades at once. So
yeah, exactly. But I mean, that one I can understand what they were going for there. But there is a scene in the books where he takes down 2 Fades.
Well, he just like the problem is like good. I'm glad the Fades are fine, but like are not just pushovers. But he just gets killed. I mean, he just gets messed up. Like he just flies around and he gets messed up. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The only one he kills is the one he blindsides, and then he just gets slashed to death. And then why it's like, so we're supposed to, and then the scene right after it is just like he's still hurt, but Moraine is fine, even though Moraine got slashed right in the gut. Why? It's like healing is healing. Why is he still hurt after being healed?
Exactly. Why aren't they in bed? Yeah.
Like if they're both like that healing should be immense for both of them, or it's not immense for both of them. So why is she better off than him? It's like she was on the floor dying, and why? Because he took more slashes. That's not how. It's either they're both okay or they're both not okay.
I mean, it looked to me like they were not. Neither of them was fully healed. I don't know if I'm just misinterpreting what they're trying to show as fatigue, but
well, she just gets up and says, "You
can't saddle a horse." Yeah,
you're no use to me, and she screws off, and it's just like, and he's just like hurt still. It's just like, and she even comes out and asks if he needs more healing. It's like, why didn't you just heal him the first time? I don't understand. What do you mean more healing? Just heal him.
Oh yeah,
I don't
I forgot
understand.
about that. Yeah.
So it's just like things like that. It's just like why is it just it's if it's good for one, it's good for the other. Like I don't understand. Uh, but I don't know. I mean, she acted fine. That's like if she stayed there on the bench, like, but she put him down and then walked off in a rage, so or in whatever state she was in. So it just if she was still injured like he was, then I don't feel like they started again. They started out that way, but then she just says you're useless to me and goes off and does her own thing. And it's like if she's not okay, then why is like I don't know. It's just another one of those things where they didn't follow through. Like
it was super confusing. Yeah.
Yeah, is she hurt or not? I can't tell. Like
And
we thought we thought she was hurt, but then she's not. So I don't understand. I mean, nitpick, I don't care. Like I guess it is, but I don't know. It's just those things. It's just like I don't know. I don't even know. And like I have no idea where anything's going at this point. I guess it sounds like they're going to. I mean, it sounds like they're going to Fall May next episode. At least the girls, which I guess tracks. But I don't know.
Were those dark scenes in the trailer with Nynaeve and Egwene? Was that the ways? I couldn't really see that.
I don't know if it was. I think it was just. It might have been, but they got. Oh. I think it was prior to going through the Waygate. I think that's probably where Leandrin knocks them out and puts them on the horses.
Okay.
Would be my because we have that. We've seen the pictures of her with them on horses going through a Waygate. So I guess that's what it is. I mean, if they did that to them in the Waygate, they'd be falling forever and dying. So I don't know. I think that's what it was. I mean, I don't know. So it's I don't know how that all is gonna work either. It's like the whole Leandrin thing is just baffling me.
Why is Leandrin having Nynaeve take the test if she's just gonna kidnap her like a week later?
Yeah, like is she trying to turn her to the shadow or something? Like I don't understand that whole bit either. It's like, oh,
I really think it was come to the dark side. There's another way to power things.
But then why make her take the test? She could easily take the test and not come back. If you're gonna kidnap her, just kidnap her.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, right. I don't know. And then it's also it's like they've been at the tower for 5 months. Nobody thought to show the healing woman healing weaves to make her think that might be a good way to get her to learn how to start channeling.
No, you have to drink diarrhea water.
Sorry, I forgot. Alana's too busy screwing her warders. Cold opening, Selene awakening. Moraine tracks down Rand. Leandrin takes the girls to Fall May Land. Talks a lot with the warders about toxic masculinity. Perrin meets Avienda versus Lycox. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's just the details in between, right? Which are gonna be, dude. If Perrin gets put in the cage and she's got to free him again, it's gonna be hilarious if he gets captured.
Cage Boy.
If he just gets immediately captured again, he gets caught in a freaking bear trap or something. They put him in a cage. It's like immediately gets captured again. It's like, oh my goodness gracious, what are we doing? Oh boy.
I'm starting to think he might not be captured again, but I guess I won't be surprised either way.
It could actually be her in the thing. I don't know. It's one of them. I guess neither of them really need to get captured if they're just sitting there.
Well, they've already had Gull in the cage, so
they got who in the cage?
They already had Gull in the cage.
Oh, the dead Gull. Yeah, Gull's dead. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I guess they don't need to have a cage fight, but I don't know. They're oh god, the amount of flippy kicks we're gonna see in that scene, I am ready for it. Avienda doing cartwheels, and I don't. Part of me is like, I also don't understand why every use of the one power has to blast something 15 miles into the air. It's like those people are injured. Like it takes it. Like it's one of those. It just takes you out of it. Like cause effect. You blast somebody through the air for 20 feet, they're gonna be hurt. If it doesn't, so what? If it doesn't, like, I don't know. It's just a detail, but it's just like I feel like it just takes you out of what's happening. It's just like nothing just we do stuff and don't worry about what happens. It's just don't think about it. They just blew them through the air 15 feet to capture them. It's just like I don't like just tie them up with flows of air.
Yeah. And this is a minor point, really, but I know a lot of people like that. So they showed the Shinarans destroying the Seanchan, but I mean the Seanchan soldiers just come out as pushovers in that scene, and I don't know. I don't remember. I remember them being more of an elite force.
Well, I guess it depends if like part of it is I guess trying to figure out which ones are Death Watch guards and which aren't, right? So I mean I don't remember the foot soldiers being like. I mean they're not bad,
Yeah.
but it's one of those. I mean,
yeah, I mean, and they have the element of surprise and in the established scene. I don't know. It's minor again. I mean, I wouldn't complain about it if I wasn't like already just fed up with everything else in the show.
I think it's more the ninjing of pulling a whole giant frickin' thing, and they're just ninjing into the town and nobody seeing them.
Yeah,
who knew there were Seanchan ninjas? Apparently there are. Like fooled me.
Seanchan, yeah.
No, I have not. I have not forgotten.
they're just going full evil with the Seanchan. Like,
well, like I don't know if that's what Ishmael's there for, so they can do the frickin' they've been fooled into. But it like I don't know. I think they're just going full evil, Seanchan.
That's what it seems like. I mean, they have a whole spike dedicated to blowjobs, I guess, but
they have the execution spike.
Did anyone else notice that the Seanchan armor doesn't do anything? They were just literally tapping them and cutting them to death without the armor affecting anything, unless it was Perrin. Yeah. Perrin, the only one who wasn't allowed to hurt anyone. The armor worked, but everyone else, the armor was paper mache.
I didn't
even really think about it. Because he's just going to stand there and be useless, right? He just stands there. It's like, oh, I have a twig. I'm going to hit you in the back.
No. You forget. He wasn't standing. He was dragged. He was dragged down the fucking stairs.
Yeah. I mean, how long did that go? That was like 90 seconds of him being.
Yeah, for most of the fighting, he was being dragged on the floor, and then he grabs a fence post. And then he gets saved, and then he gets saved by Uno and Ingtar, and they both have to go, hey, dumb fuck, go help Loyal. It's like, and he goes and tackles a guy, and then Loyal throws the other ones everywhere, and then he just gets captured.
Did I not see this correctly, or were they trying to take Loyal down with ropes?
Yes,
they were trying to take him down with ropes.
Like they were
elephant
builders.
Yeah. Okay.
Loyal was just pathetic, and they were trying to use like 5 guys on him on either side, despite the fact he's no bigger than they are.
Well, that's the problem. That's just that it's somebody said somebody made a comment about the horse thing, and it's like I find the fact that they can't put Loyal on the ground and let him walk like he would prefer to when they're walking. I find that to be a problem because he doesn't like being on horses.
He doesn't, but he also does ride horses. They do get a Marine gets him one big enough. So
when he has to, but he's just a slightly larger man. It's if you put him walking next to the horses, it's a way to actually show his size.
That's true.
And his endurance and speed really running. Yeah.
Right now he's just a big fat boy. That's it.
Not just that. They gave his taste of horses to Elias. Elias is walking, so why isn't
he? That's what I'm saying. It's like Elias is walking, but Perrin but Loyal can't.
Which is appropriate for Elias, but
which is fine. They should both be walking at the front together or something. I don't know. It's one of those, and then I don't know. Loyal is just. I don't even know what they're doing with him. It's like I don't even know what they're doing with him. I just don't know What is it? He's not. He's just gonna bond with Perrin. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, was he not even on that top 20 word
Lines?
count chart?
He had to be on the bottom. Hold on.
I thought I looked for him, but
He's not on the list. No.
yeah.
So he has like 5 words.
Yeah, when he's talking about the letter with Perrin, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough. He does not have enough lines to register on the line chart. That's how well. Here, I'll share it again. That's how well Loyal is doing in the show. Can't even make the list.
Yeah, and Celine, who's only in a few Rand scenes, has more
Then
lines than Rand himself. Yeah.
Yes.
I was.
Yeah.
My mind was blown when I saw that.
Yeah. Celine has more lines than Lan, who has been in all 3 episodes, and Rand combined.
Yeah.
Well, not combined, but Rand like not even by a small margin, like by 100 words.
Yeah.
It's nuts. This list is crazy. Leandrin by a country mile.
Man, Leandrin has more than all 3 of the boys together as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if Moraine was in a good mood in the show. What
I
would
know,
her
right?
count look like? Yeah.
Jeez.
If they really wanted to do the sympathy for the devil type of storyline and really bring up 2 major characters that were dark friends, maybe give them one gets redemption arc, one doesn't, you should have their lines be at the top of the season so far. So Leandrin and Ingtar should be near the top if you're actually trying to do that with the story. But it just seems like, let's just give this one actress a lot of lines for some reason.
Yeah,
I think that's a good point.
idea.
Like Ingtar should be around. I don't know about being up towards the top, but like Ingtar and Leandrin, if you're going that route, should have similar word counts.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like Ingtar should have a lot more to say right now than he does. They give him like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't feel like he's desperate to get the horn back. I don't feel like he's anything. He's just like, okay, I was sent to go try and track this guy down. Let's go.
Well, why would he? Part of the reason he was so desperate and a great hunt is because he was partly responsible for how it was taken. He opened the gates. That didn't happen in this. Pan Fane just came in, stabbed some people, and took it. And he didn't even know it was there.
Yep.
I have a feeling they're going to retcon that. And
What was Ingtar that let him in? I don't know. They might.
I don't know. They've done worse. Yeah.
I mean, we see the scene where they open the door and slice through the people, right? But I mean, why not? Like, I mean, they're all alive somehow. So, except for Uno. Uno's died twice now. Sorry, Uno. Oh God. So I don't know, guys. I think it's a mess. But we've been going for almost 2 hours. I can't believe it. But I don't know. So I know we're gonna do the unhype tomorrow. I gotta find some stuff to well, I guess there's enough to talk about. This thing is just off the rails. It's off the rails.
You have plenty of content.
Yeah, I mean they'll release something tomorrow too. Wait, what? Trip is yelling at me to wait. She found it. Trip has been scouring the internets, and she has found her query.
If you ever run out of stuff to talk about, she's gonna come in.
Trip is awesome. She is the keeper of the chronicles, not the vampire lady. Whatever she like. What does Leanne look like? A freaking vampire? Yeah, I got you, Trip. I'll wait. Like, I don't know why she looks like an elf. Is it just me, or just every time you see it, she looks like a vampire?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It looks more like it looks more like a Buffy the Vampire scene than anything to me. Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Here it is. Where did you find this? I think she even slowed it down. Look at her.
Fufu Silverbow makes miracles.
Oh yeah. Fufu is I was gonna say the man. Like this is the shit. This shit matters. It takes you right out of the frick. It's a sled. It's like a giant sledgehammer. Yeah.
So that's a text. He's holding it wrong.
it's still wrong. Like, so it's just a giant sledgehammer. It's not a blacksmith's hammer. It's just a hammer. So it's still wrong, but at least it's a hammer, I guess.
At least we know that Tarmagedon's nigh.
Look, he looks real mad, so that makes him a good fighter.
Oh, they forgot to change the color of his eyes.
No, that means he's gonna kill Avienda.
Don't forget, he has done nothing. He like as far as we know, they haven't trained him while their horse. They haven't mentioned that he's done anything. He's just good at it.
Well, I mean, she doesn't even look like she was a captive, though.
Why the hell did that guy like just let his sword get hit out of his hand? Like, and also, okay, great, you hit the sword out of your hand. I now get to punch you in the face. It's just bothering me because, like, he's hit the sword out of his hand, right, and left himself completely exposed.
I've heard the
Just
theories
saying.
they're gonna make Perrin follow the way of the leaf. I'm now wondering if they'll also misunderstand what the way of the leaf is and not understand it's pure pacifism and he can't punch people in the face.
I have a feeling they're trying to tell a story with it where he starts out trying to be non-violent, or as minimally violent as possible, and then by the end he's killing men.
Yeah, Perrin, or I'm sorry, Rand and Avienda look exactly like brothers, don't they?
Yep, just like cousins.
You DM'd the content warning. I don't know about that. Here we go. Why did that knock him? Like, I'm sorry that I'm. I hate this so much. They're so proud of their choreography. Where's he?
He's kicking the shield.
For a second there, before I realized what we were looking at, it seemed to me like he was beating up a few accepted or novices.
Oh, that was hilarious. The man just trying to pick on me.
Okay, so he's still like, what the fuck was that?
Oh,
What
we're
is
gonna get
this?
some back and forth playing here.
Dude, yeah. What the? Dude, you're done. Like, she's done right there. Done. There's no way she's getting free of that.
Imagine if, like in that other fight where the pregnant lady got stabbed in the stomach.
Like,
we'd be down one more terrible character.
Where is this guy going with his sword? Look, like, what are you doing, bro? This is so dumb. What should happen is she should try and do her little rollover thing, and the guy should just pick her back up and freaking be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like, immediately, it's like he just.
Oh, we're doing that then. Okay.
He's trying to do the wrestler move where he just lifts her and tries to get her head to slam into the ground.
But then she does that for him. She slammed her own head into the ground for him.
Like, why? What in that move made him let go of anything? Now they're just laying on the ground and he has her.
Well, she just wanted him on the ground holding him.
Maybe she passed some really bad gas and he's just fainting.
Dude, this is going to be great. I can't wait for this scene. It's going to be so bad. But yes, Perrin has a hammer and he looks really mean. He's so mad now. No, he doesn't. That's not what he has.
So, we know this is in episode 4, right?
I'm assuming this is episode 4, yes.
So, which episode do we think is going to be Egwene's torture and becoming demonic?
No, I think this probably the episode will end with her captured, and then 5 will be probably a lot of her escaping. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
But they spent 3 episodes in the White Tower. I would be surprised if she didn't spend the rest of the season as
Actually, you know what? Probably by the end of episode 4, they will just have knocked out and going through the Waygate. Beginning of episode 5 will probably be them going to actual Viet Falme. Maybe? I don't know. They're skipping so much and just I don't know. Light speed Mr. Sulu, right? Perrin gets a hammer before he gets an axe. Yes.
And he's gonna probably pick up Dane's axe. They want to.
I don't know. He's had an opportunity to pick up like 18 axes and he hasn't yet. So like, he literally
is find the right one.
He literally is. I will pick up whatever weapon is on the floor and use it, guy. Yes, we found it. Yes, of him. He's got his sledgehammer here. Trip found it. And we're watching the terrible choreography, Aldan. It's terrible. I'm sorry. It's like his first move is to knock a sword out of his hand and leave himself complete. Like all that dude's got to do is left cross to his face and he's out.
Yep.
I mean, I do notice how all the bodies are on the floor here because Avienda's dispatched of them so easily because she's the best.
I love how she doesn't have spears and didn't. Wait, if she was in the cage, that would make sense.
Yeah, maybe she was captured. I don't. Maybe they're both captured, and with the power of friendship.
Background. That is a small cage.
I mean, yeah. They're supposed to be the kind of cages where they hang them up in the air.
Yeah, but that should have been like Gaul's man cage.
But I don't like this move is stupid as hell too. What is this?
Is the cage they're using the same they used on Logain? Can you tell?
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Logain's was like 5 foot or 6 foot tall. This one's probably 3 feet at most.
Wait, there's somebody in the cage right now. It is Perrin in the cage. He's right back there. He's in the cage. He's in the cage. Is that not him in the cage? You see, there's somebody in the cage there. Is that not him in the cage?
It is so dark. I cannot tell.
I think that's oh my god. I hope I'm just not. There's somebody in that cage with something over his head. Oh my gosh, I wish I could zoom in and clean this up. Because Perrin's nowhere to be seen there either.
How much want to bet if he is Avienda's the one that locked him in? We won't even have Perrin freeing him. She'll accidentally take a key or something off him when he doesn't know and then set herself free and lock him in.
Well, because it's there and then... Oh, wait, there's somebody still in the cage over there too, so it wasn't him. So who's in the cage?
It would probably be Inktar, would be my guess.
But Perrin's the only one that got away. You think they're going to free Inktar? This is so dumb, man.
They free Ruark.
The 2 girls that are with Avi, the
Bane and Chiad?
Yeah, Bane and Chiad. I think one of them's in there, or both of them's in there.
Oh my god!
They probably got caught with their pants down in this version of the story.
I have to do a shot of bourbon. I don't even drink. I'll die. That much. You can see there's like 18 flippy kicks just in this one clip. So I don't know who that is then.
Also, the men IE are supposed to be the ones that fight hand to hand without a blade. So she should be drawing a knife or an axe or find her spears nearby and go for those.
This is what happens when you give people who don't know actual martial arts scenes.
Hell, if I was going for realistic sword fightings, I would get the guys from, what is their name called? Odora Oloko. I can't pronounce the name, but they use real historic fighting techniques to define fight scenes. That's really good.
Yeah, there's still people in the cages. I hope, God, I hope Perrin's in the cage. Please put him in the cage. Please, please, please. You're not even sure. Even if it's, but the thing is, Gaul is dead. There's no way. If they do Gaul, I will be so surprised. Yeah, you can have Easton. If they do Gaul, I will be just flabbergasted.
Well, there is one way they could make it Gaul if Gaul is Perrin's first gay lover.
Oh, that could be it. They're gonna have a throuple. Yeah. That could be it.
There's you could have Perrin, Gaul, Rand.
That's gonna be a screenshot right there. If I can figure it out, that's gonna be a thumbnail. Her doing her little flippy doodad. It's so
We're gonna have a little polycule along with Egwene. There'll be Egwene's polycule.
There'll be more Egwene's polycule.
What is this? Episode content warning. Open in browser here. Let's see what this is. Character is stabbed bloodily through their back and has their throat slashed, resulting in large splash of blood. There are scenes of fantastical violence involving magical powers, blah, blah, blah. A woman is seen covered in blood. Oh, that's freaking Lanfear. A woman ties her clothed lover to bed by... Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't do it. I can't do... Yeah, that again. Yeah, Easton even knows. I can't do it anymore. Like, it's...
The last part is...
just Lanfear stuff. It's Rand. It's Rand having sex again with Lanfear. That's all it is.
There was something about wolves tearing apart a stag.
Yeah, they're just eating. They're eating. Ooh. Gaul? Yeah, I know, Jim. What is a Gaul? I have no idea. The dude that plays Massima is fantastic. I don't want to hear any bullshit. Anybody that says that is wrong. He's the best character in the show. Okay?
I must have missed him fighting in the previous scene.
He actually was no bullshit. I thought he actually did fine. I actually think most of the Shi'Nars did okay until they had to get blasted by a wall of air.
Did Massima have a line?
No, I don't think he's had a single line yet.
Is he even named in the show outside of...
He's named. He's named only because I know the actor, and obviously I was looking. So, but he's a good actor. He's in The Last Kingdom. He does a good job in that. He's a secondary character in that too. But
so they're keeping one of the stupidest plots in the books that drag on for several books, and people really don't like it when they need to cut things. They're keeping that plot line.
As long as he becomes the Lord Prophet, I will be fine with him. I'm okay with
needs
that.
the prophet.
Just do it now. Just let him be like, peace out. I'm going to get some dragon's horn.
He doesn't even know Rand. Why would he become the prophet?
Because he's gonna see him in Falme.
No, you forget.
No, but you're right. You're right. You start talking about all this shit. It's like, they ruined Egwene and Elaine's friendship because Elaine doesn't know Rand. So now they just have to be friends and now they're gonna. Dude, if you don't think Elaine and Egwene are gonna be a thing, you're not paying attention. So they're gonna be a thing. Min and Matt are gonna be a thing. Rand's gonna be by himself, the brooding single guy trying to find his way in the world, and and Perrin's gonna hook up with Avienda. There you go. That's it. It's all about hookups, gentlemen. It's all about who is sleeping with who, not about the story.
And somehow they all have access to the tea that prevents pregnancy.
That's true. Absolutely.
Everyone in this world is just sterile in reality.
Oh my god, the dark one is one. Oh my god.
Hatsuma in the show he's not going to be preaching for Rand. Remember, Rand's not the dragon. It's going to be Nynaeve, Egwene, everyone else. He's going to be preaching for the women. They're definitely going to want that.
Can you believe there is no dragon banner? Agreed. Dude. So man, Perrin's gonna get 2 women too. Gonna have Fael and Avienda. That's throuple. Rand's not even gonna have a single chick. Either that or he's gonna make Lanfear realize that she's a problem.
That or he sleeps with everyone and they're all his.
Rand's just gonna be a man whore.
Matt, Perrin,
I still think
Men, Avienda, Moraine. Hey, the Moraine one's probably going to happen because there's an alternate in Notorio. Don't listen to this part, but there's the alternate timeline where Moraine goes into the trials and
tries to seduce him.
Do you think Alana and her 2 idiots are gonna convince Lan to have a forepole? Sorry,
Maybe.
We're just going to tie him to the ground.
Like, I can't. Can you believe that Moraine? Like, okay, so oh my god. So, can you believe the selfishness of these people? So, Alana, there's a bunch of crap going on at the tower. And Alana says, no, Moraine needs our help. Just to grab Lan and drag him back to the tower. It's like, that's the only reason she left, was to get Lan. It's like,
how much you
really?
want that she does what she does to Rand this season?
What, Alana?
I don't think she's going to do it.
She's not going to do it.
They're going to allow that.
They've given her too much. The only one that might possibly do it is Moraine.
Ugh.
Like Alana's that's Alana's basic whole storyline, and she's not going to do it. They've given her too much. They've given her
only
too much
point
stuff.
of that character.
Yeah, that's the only point of Alana's character is the scene with Rand, or the stuff that happens with Rand, and they've given her way too much stuff to do in story of her own, because we have to have the throuple
with her warders, but
yeah, exactly. And it's like, and so she's just a main character of the show, so they can't get rid of her. So doing that, they won't do it. They won't do it.
This is why Moraine's trying to get Lan to go away. She just wants to bond Rand and only
have there you go. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
Oh, I still think Elena's going to end up with Avienda, her first sister.
Elena's?
Yeah, the shills really drool over that. Maybe in the books. Yeah,
maybe. But I think, what? So maybe all 3 of them. Maybe it'll just be they'll have their own throuple: Egwene, Elaine, and Avienda. Why not? Why not? Well, we know Perrin was cheating on or dreaming about Egwene and Rand, so maybe it'll be Perrin, Avienda. See, this is what all the shows are talking about. Who's sleeping with who, right? That's what's important. Which throuple is going to be together? Who's going to hook up?
Wait. Who's talking about the show besides us? Everyone online.
That's true.
About One Piece.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Is One Piece bad?
No, it's apparently really good.
Is it really? Oh shit.
Yeah. They stuck really close to the source material, and all the actors were genuinely trying to bring the characters to life in live action. So apparently, it's really good.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow.
That's just word of mouth from others.
I don't know anything about One Piece, but that's really
interesting. Imagine if let me put it this way.
They're actually being accurate to One Piece.
Yeah. Imagine if Wheel of Time, instead of being released in giant books, each chapter was released once a week.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's how the One Piece story is told, one chapter each week, with 2 weeks off a year. That's why it's taken 20 years to get to 1,000 chapters.
Yep.
I don't think Moraine has told anybody she's still. I think that's the secret. I don't know.
Well, she told Lan, but I don't think Lan is smart enough in the show to understand what's up with her.
Told what?
Yeah. So what do Perrin and Adelaus think?
I have
whatever the plot needs them to think.
I really I'm just guessing because that whole line at the beginning of that thing was, "I wish you something happened. Like I wish you knew Moraine before." It's like they're alluding that it's like that line right there is like they don't know that she's
So
cut
do
off.
you? I don't really. So I hate to be talking about this, but they did the whole Steppen thing last season to introduce the Warder Bond.
And then didn't have the balls to kill Moraine.
Well, yeah, but like, are they trying to say that the Warder Bond is actually severed between Moraine and Lan, and that's why that was important to introduce last season to show why Lan is depressed now, even though that's not.
No, I think they're still alluding that they're bonded. But she said she'd pass his bond to Alana, which implies that they're still bonded.
Well,
which if she's not an idiot, should make her know that she can still. I mean, I guess she might know because she's still trying to channel at points, I guess. But she said she would physically, with against his will, give his bond to her.
Okay, so she still does have the bond. So what's up with why is he all butthurt about it then? Okay.
Because she's being giving her food.
Is they based the bond? They based the bond model off of Elaine and Brigida, not off of Lan and Moraine. Because remember in season 1 where Moraine gets drunk, Lan gets drunk and Moraine gets tipsy. That only happens between female Warder and female Aes Sedai.
No, she's not wearing a ring. She didn't. She took her ring off. But so I don't know. It's all confused. It's so confusing. I don't know if Perrin and Adelius know. I don't know. I who knows? They just don't tell you and expect you to figure it out.
By the way, on a different note, the Elaine scene where she's making moonshine, and she throws she throws in the comments, "I like to tinker with things."
Yeah, I know that exactly. Yeah, I know. I caught that too. That's the yeah. Oh,
ooh, she's gonna be
How much you want to bet she figures out the weave for Turon girls at the end of this season after getting her hands on?
She's probably gonna free Elaine or Egwene or something. She's gonna tinker with the necklace and free her.
No, Elaine's going to free herself because they've already set up the practice with the single string of weave that she does in the books to try to free herself. They already set up that Egwene tries to use too many strings at once.
Yeah, I don't know. What's gonna happen? They're gonna she's gonna free herself, and then she's gonna go free Egwene, and then they're gonna do it real quick, and then they'll go kill people. That'll be it. They'll have a hearty embrace because that's what's important with the show, right? So,
I'm just curious how the Adom is even going to clip into place on Egwene.
Who knows? Right? She'll probably wake up with it or something.
Yeah.
The whole clicking thing. The whole I don't know. I mean, you saw how I don't know if you saw that clip of him like Turok usually literally turns a dial and the horn box opens. It's like, oh well, that wasn't that tough. So it's like who cares about? Just gonna put it over her head and it's gonna be on her. I don't know. It's gonna be stupid. I can tell you that.
I wonder how they'll explain why they don't use a pacifier on her.
Yeah.
That would be the pacifiers are for the trained ones. The untrained are kept in the thing so they can scream and be heard by the others screaming to break the wills.
I like that. That's a good theory. Yeah.
It's a good theory because it's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Think of the stupidest thing you can think of and probably get it. I do like that she made freaking, jailhouse, liquor in her toilet. She made toilet wine, but that
looked like
that has a little kick. Where did you make that? It was in my toilet, Egwene. That's my toilet water.
Novices aren't allowed to train to channel without permission, being observed by an accepted or an Aes Sedai. So when did she get to do that?
Novices are just allowed to do anything. They don't have a curfew. It's not strict at all. They just walk around doing chores because they're basically free labor.
And spying on the warders all day. People try to say that that's accurate to the books because of the Galad scene, but that was the exception.
And that was Aes Sedai too. It was
it was a situation, and they tried to put an end to it.
There you go. That's a good one. Yeah, they're just allowed to wander in there and sleep in the room with the. Maybe that's why they're broken. Some novices got too rowdy having a party in there. What's up, Adam?
You're muted.
It's all right. It's no big deal. If he pops in, that's cool. We're probably gonna have to wrap up here.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. We haven't seen any training, like barely any training of the One Power or class or anything. But they clean a lot of shit. That's for sure. They do a lot of freaking menial labor, don't they?
They drink the shit.
Yeah, they drink the shit water. Yeah. Oh my god. Did anybody have a problem besides for me with the secret entrance to the tower?
No, I had a problem. There should be secret entrances because it's an old tower and all these.
But they should be hidden. It's just a hallway.
Yeah, and there is a secret entrance in the books.
But it's not a hallway.
No,
it's just a hallway.
Also, behind the stove, right?
Yeah. Leandrin's over a century old, has been doing this for decades, sneaking out of the tower, and Nynaeve just manages to be able to
she's the only one she's the only one that figured it out.
They'll say it's because she's a good tracker, but what the fuck is she tracking? She just glimpsed her. What's Leandrin's tell?
She opened the hallway door and walked down it. Oh, there she is. Like, what's Leandrin's tell?
Can't you just track anyone with an Aes Sedai ring? They're just so large, they leave a big trail that Nynaeve.
They're made out of uranium.
Tell? I love that. That's so good. What's up, Zach? How are you, man? I don't know. I just there's a point where I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's. I don't care. I don't care to be fair anymore. Does that make sense? Like, I know sometimes I'm being unfair, and I just don't care anymore. At least I admit it, right? It's just so off the rails, and I should try, I guess, a little bit more to be fair when they're doing some things right, but it's so few and far between. For me, it's just, I don't know. Everything is wrong.
I get it. I never give the show the benefit of the doubt. The times I have, they just blew it every time.
Well, but it's crazy. Like, the thing that's crazy to me is like the sword fight thing, right? You have actual people that have done sword fighting, and that scene was actually okay until you screwed it up. But for the most part, right? But then it's like, what other sword fight scenes have we seen, or choreography fights, right? Not many. The piece we saw, this Aiel fight, is garbage. The blood snow thing was garbage. I don't know. It's depressing. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, I can tell you right now, the girl that is cast as Avienda, the stuntmen had to slow the fuck down for her to be able to hit any of her cues. And if you watch any stuntmen, like YouTube channels or anything of them talking or like critiquing any of these choreography scenes from these movies, that's all they say is, oh, it looks a little weird because the stuntman had to slow down because the actor misses cue. It's just
if I was casting for this for a Wheel of Time show, every Aiel would be an MMA fight, a female MMA fighter.
MMA or just kung fu fighter or something.
Like someone who's trained and has the actual physique.
Hire the cast of the Raid to be the Aiel. Done. Just everybody that's like just everybody in the Raid. Just hire the cast of Warrior on Cinemax to be the Aiel. You're good to go. I don't know. I don't think this is hard. I don't know.
Are those
the
people
question
straight,
is,
Steve?
What?
The Warriors on Cinemax, are they straight? Therefore, they can't be hired.
Yeah, I guess that's true. What's the question? Who said that? What is the question?
Did you like the land flippy kick or avienda flippy kick more?
Oh God, probably the little cartwheel, like the one where they do like the they make the wheel shape, and because it's even more. I don't know, that land flippy kick is terrible, is it not?
Yeah,
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like, oh God, please just stop. How about you just fight with a sword and don't flip around? Like, cut his head off or something. Like, that's much better than, I don't know.
Don't you understand? That's the frog sword stance.
The frogs.
Yep.
The hippy hoppity. The hippy hoppity dance. Oh my God.
The frog leaps into the boiling water.
That's what cheating the sword will be. The frog jumping in the boiling water.
The frog. Oh my God. Well, I don't know if Rand learned that one from Errol, the crazy lunatic in the freaking insane asylum. Because thank God he got trained in the insane asylum, right? Thank God.
In the background.
Hey, Zax, have you watched season 2? Have you actually watched it? I'm curious. I don't even know what's gonna happen, dude. Episode 4 is in 2 days, isn't it? Holy moly!
I had to be drunk to watch the first 3 episodes, and there were a lot of things that I missed, but I just can't get myself to even skip through them to catch some of the things I missed. Yeah.
Well, that's like what happened, like because because Amazon's players garbage. I have to re-record the episode to be able to use any of it. So I watched them. I'm like, well, I might as well watch them, and I did take a lot of notes for season 2, but it pissed me off so much I just said screw it and just yelled. And that's the same thing just happened with. I mean, I feel like episode 3 wasn't as bad for me getting mad at shit, but it's just like you watch it, and it's just like that's the biggest problem I have with the whole thing right now is you watch an episode and then you just think about it and you go, this is what I got instead of this other stuff. And that's the part that just sets me off is like, okay, we got a full, pretty much a half an episode of her doing, her accepted trial. And then we got some more tower politics bullshit. Then we got Rand sort of playing the game of houses, not really. Screwing Lanfear some more, and then we get some bullshit with Perrin again. Instead of the 3 of them having an argument, Rand distancing himself, going through a portal stone with Loyal, and being in another world where the Dark One seems to have been right. It's like, oh, thank God we got this other stuff, and then Ingtar and Matt and Perrin go off, and we have like that's where we'd be at right now, and we just. Yeah. We get this shit instead, and that's the thing that just pisses me off is when you start thinking about what could be and what they've decided to do instead, and that it's so inferior to what it should be. That's where it just starts set me off.
What is even going to motivate Rand to go to Falme? He's going to hear that Perrin's in trouble or something? Like what?
No, Suwan's going to come in and sit down on her peacock throne and carry it and be like, you are the fucking wheel of water. Go to Falme and be a man. And that's going to be it. It's going to be like, all right, fine. And then she's going to go, I have this glass travel thing. Jump through it and you'll be in Falme. And be like, all right. And then he'll jump through it.
The funny thing is, they did mention somewhere in the show, in this season, that... the wheel is a weaving wheel, and then we're going to see the scene where suddenly it's a water wheel.
They don't keep.
Sorry, I was talking to my son. Sorry, 1 sec.
They don't keep things consistent between episodes. Why would they keep that consistent?
Yeah, I mean it's only foundational to the world.
So is Sidene and Sidar.
Sorry, I missed that. What happened? No Calendar! No! Boom! No Calendar. It's on the.
Maybe there's
freaking
going to be a
deal.
poem
it'll
about
have
Kalendor. You never
Kalendor.
know.
So hold on. So I'm gonna ask you gentlemen in chat. Why not? What are your opinions on Kalendor? Where are we gonna see it? Because we got to wrap up. I'm gonna have to. We got maybe like 10 minutes. I got to cook dinner because the kids are yelling at me. But ladies, I cook, I clean. No, sorry, kidding. So what do you think? Is there gonna be, or is Kalendor gonna make an appearance in any form?
I mean, it was on the. I think Perrin mentioned it about the sword, the flaming sword. But at the same time, we saw Thomas with a flaming sword. So there you go.
So that's a good point. But I think this is something I talked to Alex about. I feel like those were just like Easter eggs. They're not going to actually do anything. She just said all that stuff. Be like, oh, because they like to do that. So people go, oh, they said that, oh, Bale said spray. Bale said do be. Ooh, right. So I think those were just one-offs. I don't think they're going to do anything with any of those prophecies. I just think they just said it. So because it's like, okay, Easter egg. I could be wrong.
So is he
we're hitting at episode 4.
Yeah.
Rand has done nothing. He needs to go
he's
to
fucked
tier.
the shit out of Lanfear, all right?
Yeah,
so
he's had a good time, but that's the only thing he'll get. He won't get his 3 wives. He gets to leave.
Yeah.
Right. No, but he needs to go to tier and then to Falmec. How?
He's never going to tier.
He fights in the
sky.
Yeah. Well,
he fights in the sky. He just puts up a Zoom link.
Oh my god!
From tier.
When they say fight in the sky, are they going to have him and Ishi flying through the
They're not going to fight in the sky. Shai thinks Turok is going to have Kalendor. That is possible. It could also be under Suroth's throne in a brick hole. That is possible.
Maybe
it could be under. Yes. It could be in Suwan's chair, and she'll just give it to him.
So is Tyr going to be in the story at all?
No.
All this Tyr on Grail?
No Tyr. I doubt it. No Tyr, no Dragon Banner, none of it.
Yeah. I think Kalendor is just overall too. It contradicts with their ideology, the mechanics of Kalendor and whatnot. It's just not going to happen. I don't think.
But so Stannis it's worse. Okay, it's worse than that. Okay, yet I don't believe we are to believe it's worse than off screen. We are to believe an insane man that can't move has taught Rand how to become a blade master in the privacy of his bedroom. Anybody that believes that, I have freaking a used car to sell you. I have a bunch of stuff that I can, that doesn't work. That, anybody that believes that that's all it takes to become a freaking blade master is just it's ridiculous. It's just, even the thought is ridiculous. And we're just supposed to believe that, hey, they said the sword forms thing. He's been training for 5 months with the crazy man, so he's a blade master now. Years it takes to become a blade master. He should just get destroyed by Turok, even with those flippy nails. But we did hear the whooshing, right? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I can't wait for somebody to kill somebody with some nails. That'd be great.
They're going to do it.
Oh yeah,
like her wrist, and it's going to slit some. It'll probably slit in Tar's throat.
Yeah, there you go. A broken keyboard to sell you. There you go. Absolutely. Yeah. So Kalendor, I don't know if Kalendor shows up. It's going to be some weird BS. So
I've said it once before, but I think the fat man that he got at the end of the season 1 is the chosen ball.
That's also true. Like, Blade Masters are incredibly rare. There just happens to be one in the Insane Asylum. You got Errol, Turok, Lan. We got quite a few Blade Masters booting around.
Shouldn't someone have killed him for his blade?
For what, Errol?
Yeah, Errol. Does
he even have a blade?
If he was a blade master, then he should have one.
He should. He said he lost it, I think. pretty sure he said he lost it, which is bullshit too. But I'm pretty sure that's how they explain that away. That's where the whole thing where he says he'll sneak his in again, so he can see it because he said he lost his Heron Mark sword.
Maybe Tam stole it.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think anybody did say he's a Blade Master in the show, but you might be right there.
Anyone said Blade Master, period.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. I don't know if the word Blade Master has been used, so I'm sorry, Matt. We're sorry, dude. I didn't know, man. I just was sitting here stewing. We got like 5 minutes before I gotta go. If you no, Matt will not be Son of Battles. No way.
There are two things of note. One, Trip said that Caldor might be with the Seanchan. I think we both agreed. Remember when we saw the Heron Mark be CGI'd on Rand's blade?
Oh, don't even say that's Calendor. Oh my god.
We both were like, "No, that's gonna be Calendor. He's gonna get that from Turok."
Oh no.
And two, you mentioned no dragon banner. This is brought up actually. The Aes Sedai symbol in the show is not the Flame of Tar-Valon. It's the ancient Aes Sedai symbol. They've been fucking that up.
Oh shit, you're right.
You're right. No, you're right. It's been on the pots and everything. Yeah, yeah. It's no longer his symbol. It's the yeah. You're right.
Hey guys,
what if Uno was the lucky one? You're probably right.
Uno is free. He's free as a bird.
Free. Yeah. Uno. We all wish we could be as lucky as Uno, right? He's fighting the battle in the sky, right?
Yeah. So I figured out my most annoying thing about this show, aside from the fact that it has nothing to do with the books, right?
Yeah.
After going through the third episode, I got to post my long reaction to that. They all talk like this with their jaws clenched all the time, so their lips never open fully, and it all sounds like whispering to each other, even when they're standing way across the room. It's like, how are you supposed to watch this and listen to it?
How are they talking when they're flying in the air backwards and hitting walls and dying? Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Physics doesn't matter in Randland, apparently. Leandrin lands. I'm sorry, it's Leandrin land. My bad.
Yeah, and they elevate her to be a main character, basically. She's supposed to.
She is the main character. She has the most screen time, the most words. She's the main character. Like even above Moraine. That's crazy.
I have an idea on that, by the way.
Okay, hit me.
I don't know if you guys talked about this or not, but I know I mentioned in my videos, I think you did yours, how Rand is like not in it's like so minimally in this as a character. So there's one or two theories I have. One is that the actor Joshua Stradowski told them, I'm out. Like just as soon as my contract's up, I'm out. So just sideline me or whatever. So they're doing a minute, they're just running him through the motions, and we see 90 being way frontline now as like essentially the main character of the show. That's one idea. The other one is he's told them this is not my priority, this show. And so they had to film all of his stuff completely separate. And that's why that's why their writing point of view, they changed the storyline for Rand is not.
I think you're being way too generous. I think they just said, Rand, you're not the main character of your own book. You'll get what we give you.
I don't know the truth, but I think Joshua told them, if I'm not the main character like I'm supposed to be, I'm not prioritizing this.
I mean that's possible, but I mean it's he's under contract, isn't he? I don't know. I don't know about all that. I think it's I don't think the actors have as much control over what they're doing with their characters as we think.
He does because he's not an American.
So
his whole career is over there. So, like, if you watch some of the other actors who don't have whose careers aren't U.S. centered, they can tell American companies, keep Sicilian, so to speak.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just
like this should have been his big break. You know what I mean?
It should have been. Oh, absolutely. I think we all agree on this. He should be on everybody's freaking mouth. Like everybody should be speaking his name. He should be getting roles. Like, and they do him zero favors with his lines and his dialogue. They do him no favors with any of that. And I think I don't think, me personally, and I could be wrong, I feel like it's just because they don't want him to be the main character. And, probably isn't a priority for him anymore. It probably started out that way, but it's probably just a role he's playing now.
That's what I think happened. Like he went into this having known what the books are, maybe, and said, I got a leading role here. And
Well, I don't know. He's doing some shilling for it now, so he's making excuses for him fucking land fear and everything. So he's out there
he's
on
on
the company line now. What's that?
He gets paid for appearances and stuff like that. That's it. I don't know if you ever looked at these actors' contracts, but they'll have things like you must make 10 appearances where you promote the show, blah blah blah, and do you remember when what was it, the first? What Avengers film was Captain Marvel? It was the second one, right? You remember how they all had to do like stage work, like promotion with her, and all of them kept looking at her like, "Oh God, why is she here?" Yeah. So they had to do those appearances, and they were contracted to that. So when you see Josh, he's got his contract, and they knew this going in. This is going to wreck the fans are going to hate this. So they were like, okay, these guys got to do 20 appearances per year at these particular conventions and with these new organizations, and you have to promote the show, or you don't get your residual or whatever.
But I don't know.
I hate. Look, we all hate that they're destroying the books, right? But
oh God, I mean it's like I just said. It's every time you watch something, you go, we're getting this instead of that. Why we get this instead of that? Why we, and that's like I said, that's the thing that gets me the most is we see something that has, they tell the great lie that there's too much to adapt, so we're gonna not adapt. We're gonna do our best and adapt the books as much as we can, and then they just make up shit like a whole bunch of that has.
They've ignored like
like
they ignored over 75% of the first book and put their own story in.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing right there.
They're ignoring like 80% of it.
Yeah, I mean, you got Rand shacking up with Lanfear. Like how much? Like Rand's story hasn't even started yet from the book. Like Rand's book story is non-existent
because of that.
Yeah,
I have a.
You can't say it's too much to adapt if you don't adapt anything.
Anything exactly, and it's you have it. Look, man, we've talked about it. There's plenty to cut. You could have adapted it. You just chose not to, and you didn't. That's not the story you wanted to tell. You wanted to tell your own story and make your own character. The characters you like, the characters that the characters in the lead, and that's it. And that was your priority. It wasn't actually telling this story. You want to tell your own story in this universe the way you wanted it to be, right? Apparently he has. Apparently it was read to him when he was a child. I don't know if he's read it again. I know he takes a lot of Instagram images of him with books. I don't know if he's reading them or not, but we all know about that. That he's the guy that goes on Twitter and says, "Oh, you said something negative. I will make another character gay." It's like, oh, great, that's the guy in charge of this thing. So
I said that. I
did you see that video I posted that came up in my recommendations from that leftist chick who didn't like the show? In the white cloaks, I posted in the general chat. So I've been not complaining, but being grousy. Like every day I get new recommendations for people reviewing this, and 9 out of 10 of them are people who are like left leaning who love the show.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think that's. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there.
Push the message, right?
Sorry, Ryan, you'd be surprised. There's quite a few people that rank, especially later in the book, Nynaeve is one of their favorite characters. It's not for me, but I mean, look, I like Nynaeve. She's not my number one, but like, she's for certain things she does in the books. But like I don't know how you elevate her above any of the three boys. That's
the character isn't my favorite, but her character arc is second only to Rand's.
She's got a lot going for her, right? I mean, she does. So it's one of those. I don't know. Look, that's what makes the book so good. All the main, look, you have your top main, you have your top tier mains, you got the big three, and then Nynaeve and Egwene do a lot, and their character arcs are good, and that's why the books are good, because everybody's doing something. Good. Elaine's is they all have their things to do.
It has fun. It fumbles.
Yeah. Well, she gets a lot of people killed because she's an idiot, but other than that, Well, sorry. I know there's a lot of Elaine lovers around, but
she's an okay character in the book.
I like Elaine before book 6. After book 6, she becomes an idiot. Whenever Jordan needed an idiot after book 6, it was usually Elaine.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of Elaine lovers out there, so I'm sure that there's debates on Elaine versus Egwene out there. So, I mean, but yeah. So, guys, sorry, Matt, that I hit you up when we were sleeping, but yeah, I gotta get to cooking dinner for these savages. But
catch that up on anyway. So,
what's that?
I'm gonna do over on Jacob's channel. We're doing Trials episodes in about half an hour or so.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for stopping in while you had time, and I guess I mean I'll do more of. I mean, we'll keep doing these. Everybody seems to like to come hang out and talk about it. So when I have time, I'll keep doing it. And Wheel of Time's episode 2 review. What is this? Well, go Super Saiyan in the title. I love it. So so guys in chat, thank you very much for being here, and Adam, Mahalaner, Shai, Chris, Matt, Aldan, and everybody else that joined us. Thank you for coming and hanging out and talking about this piece of poop. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys, anything to say before we roll? Anybody?
All hail the Lord Dragon.
Bye, Fufu.
Boom. Bye, Fufu. I like that one. Bye, guys.
This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And...
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even...
nightmare fuel
needs love too.